one, fight!
What's up, guys? I may have queued the intro up a hair too early, so if it got cut off, that was my bad. But welcome to Tournament Fights. This is Brian Nussbaum's Top 128 Part 2, which I am going to fix that in the title. The title, it doesn't say Tournament Fights, but it will here shortly when I switch that live. You'll see, because we're live. So, those are the things that happen when we're live. But yeah, I'm your host for tonight, Jordan, the movie hero Anderson. My usual co-host, Austin Pez Howell, is out taking care of some personal things this week, and so I am gonna have to have enough humor and charisma for the both of us. So I gotta step it up. I gotta have more of that horror movie knowledge. I gotta fill in all those spots that Austin usually fills in. So I'll do my best. So because he's definitely great on camera. I'm usually great with all the technical behind the scenes stuff. That's usually how it works. So we're a good 1-2 punch, you know. So but we'll go ahead and we'll jump into it. So I'll start with the man of the hour. We'll start with Brian Nussbaum. How's it going?
Good. Great to be back here doing part 2 of 128, and hope you guys like what's on the list.
Yeah, sounds good. And then we also have joining us, Mr. Jacob Barber. How's it going?
It is going well. I'm happy to be here. Excited to see what's on Brian's list. I forgot what was on the first part of your list because I feel like it's been a while. So even the championship, when those 16 meet these 16, it will be a surprise unless because Austin usually keeps those lists and he's not here tonight. So.
Well, funny enough, I do have what won the first one, which I could read them down, or I could just leave everyone in suspense if you'd rather. So I'll leave that up to you guys. If you want to be in suspense, I can just leave it in suspense for you guys. So I have no problem with that. But yeah, this should be a fun one. So and then we also have Chris Scott, aka the Casablanca Kid.
What's up, guys? Glad to be a part of this. Hey, Brian, man, I'm glad that I'm here to join for your top movies. It's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be interesting to see what's on there. And like I kind of teased, like I'm kind of the king of hot takes, so it'll be interesting to see how many movies you have on there that I'm like, dude, that's bomb, or man, I've never seen that, or I don't know. Yeah. So I'm excited.
Welcome tonight.
Yeah. Right. You can be the hot take for tonight, but we do have Malcolm showing up here in a little bit, so we may have a few hot takes tonight. But
2 hot takers.
Yeah, and also I got a little preview of the list, and there's some movies that I love on here, some movies that I've never seen, some movies maybe I'm not so high on. So it'll be a fun mix to talk about. So but yeah, and like I said, we'll have Malcolm join us in a little bit, and then we also have Richie joining us shortly as well. He had to just reboot his computer, and he'll be in a second. So yeah, and probably when he comes in, testing his mic live on camera, so that'll be fun. But yeah, so we'll go ahead and we'll just jump into it. I'll break it down how it's gonna work. It's pretty simple. If you haven't seen Tournament Fights before, basically we took Brian's top 128 favorite movies of all time. We split that into 3 parts. You have a part 1, a part 2, and then a championship episode. Part 1 and 2 will be each half of the list in complete randomized order. We did part 1, I believe, back in like August or September or something like
August,
that. Yeah.
September we did trip, so.
Yeah. And so you've already done that. So if you want to see what made it decided, I'm gonna keep everyone in suspense. I was gonna maybe read down the top 16, but we'll keep you in suspense until the championship. Or you can go back and you can watch that first episode to see which ones made it. And but for this episode, we have the second half. Everything's randomized, like I said, and we just vote round by round for which one we like better. And this is a tournament fight, so we'd like a little bit of chaos sometimes. I mean, you can be totally serious with your vote, or you can have some fun. You can do some spite votes. We love a good spite vote on tournament fights, or you can just throw something fun and kind of interesting, maybe something that hasn't appeared on tournament fights that often, or you can just go for your favorites. I mean, yep, exactly. Chopping Mall. That was that one in one of Austin's. I think part two. Yeah. So yeah, that was fun. So yeah, but we'll go ahead. I'll bring up the bracket here and we'll jump into it. Let's see. Just give me 1 second. Ready to go here. Should pop up. There we go. All right, cool. So yeah, and it was kind of fun putting it together. I usually try to just like randomize it quick. Like I don't even like to really see what matchups are here. So and then I put them out of my mind. So I don't even remember what matchups we have. So trying to make it as fresh for me too. But usually how it works is we start at the bottom of the ladder as we're displayed here. So Chris, you'll be the first one to vote tonight, and then maybe we have a few people trickle in that then they might fall below you. But
sounds good.
If we have any ties, we'll get to the tiebreaker and we'll explain it when we get there. So because I know that for our last episode that we did, we had tons of ties. We started out with like 4 ties. So that was was kind of interesting. Yeah. So that was for our action movie championship. So we were kind of split on some of those.
The comedy episode, there were tiebreakers.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, because we did 3 days of shows in a row, so it all kind of blends together. But yeah, it might have been for the comedy one. Yeah, but let's see. I'm just gonna set my display here so I can see when people like Richie joined the stream. Hey, welcome back.
Let's see.
Here.
Can you hear me now?
You can
hear me? Can you hear me all good?
You hearing us? Yeah.
Yeah.
We can hear you.
Yeah, you're good, Richie.
We're good.
Never mind.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Never mind.
That's
Yeah, we can hear you.
Good.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
So, all right, cool. So we're about to reveal the first one, so you haven't missed anything. So, and actually, yeah. So we'll still keep Chris first. So, yeah. So we got the Addams Family Values versus Just Friends, and Richie might be in a bit of a delay. So if he's kind of like in and out, that's fine.
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup.
Chris, yeah, what do you think? What would you vote for here?
This is tough for me. I mean, but between the two, I love the Addams Family movies, but I always tend to lean towards the very first one. First one is phenomenal. The ones after that, they're Addams Family, so they're still good. I don't hate them, but I don't rank them as high as I would the very first one. But Just Friends is a great one. I would absolutely choose that one.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Richie, what do you think here? We'll give him a minute if he's on a delay.
I don't think it's just a delay.
You might be frozen or might be having connection issues. So we'll come back to you. You may just want to just jump out of the stream and come back, maybe, or check your internet connection. But Richie,
cutting in and out.
Sorry. Yeah. We'll go to Brian really quick. I mean, what I meant to say.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Brian?
Yeah, for me, both of these I love. Just Friends, great romantic comedy, great quiz movie as well. But I gotta go Addams Family Values. The rewatch keeps getting better and better. I love the whole camp segment with Jimmy Tickle.
Yeah.
Don't use as great as the villain Debbie, so I'm gonna go Addams Family Values.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, both of these are really good. It's been a while since I've seen Just Friends, but you can't go wrong with Ryan Reynolds in a comedy. And that like the end credits or whatever where he's lip syncing to All for One's I swear
Oh
like
yeah.
that. That's hilarious. But it's been a while, so I guess just because I've seen it more recent. I've seen it more recently. I rewatched it. I'm gonna go with Adam's Family Values as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I think for me, yeah, like I love Just Friends when it came out, but I think maybe like it didn't hold up quite so well for me. Whereas Adam's Family, like I kind of put the first two right on par with each other. Like they're both really really solid. I don't think like it's just hard. Like it depends what day the week or what mood I'm in, and whether I like the first one or the second one better. But I do like the addition of the baby in the second one. Kind of adds a little element to it, and you got a solid cast. Of course, Angelica Houston, Raul Julia, Christina Ricci, which I am hoping maybe we might see a little cameo in the new Wednesday series. I don't know if we will.
Appear in the series, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, yeah. So it'll be fun, and then of course Christopher Lloyd too as Uncle Fester. So yeah, I gotta go with.
Well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Exactly. So yeah, Adam's Family Values gets my vote. We'll see if Richie.
Oh, yeah, can I vote or
Yeah.
Now,
Go ahead.
Me. Jesus Christ. Can you hear me? Yeah. All right. Well, I was. Sorry. I don't know what's going on with my computer. Yeah. I like Just Fuck. I think. Yeah. Yeah. So just missed my 128. But yeah. I do like Just Friends. And Amy Smart also probable. So I'll go Just Friends.
Yeah. You're still really choppy, Richie, but enough to get your vote and hear a couple of comments here and there. So, but we have Malcolm with us, and you made it just in time. This is our first matchup, so you didn't really miss anything. You want to give a vote here? Malcolm, we got Adam's Family Values versus Just Friends. What would you go for?
Yeah, this is easy for me. Like Adam's Family Values is fine. Like the first Adam's Family movie is way better. Just Friends is a really good movie. So Just Friends.
Yeah. So like we had a tie. All right.
It's at a tie.
Well,
Malcolm did this on purpose. He's like, I'm going to wait for the first matchup. It's going to be a tie. I'm at the bottom now. And that's the way the tiebreakers work.
Yep. So you get the tiebreaker. You can switch it up if you want, but
I'm not. Just Friends.
All right. Sounds
and
good.
With that, my number two is gone.
Right. Cool. Ooh, all right.
Number two and Family Values. That's how I love this so much.
Yeah. That Ryan Reynolds, he's taking over everything, right?
Yes.
But
Dude,
we have up next.
White Castle, hell yes.
Yeah. Helen Kumar go to White Castle versus Ford v Ferrari. So
that's not fair.
Yeah, and last time we went with Chris first, so I'm thinking we go with Malcolm first this time.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and then we'll go back up to Brian on the next one.
Yeah.
Do we want to switch us? Sorry.
No, it's fine.
We'll then on the next matchup, we'll just go to Brian, and then we'll stay in order.
Yeah.
Then they might get confused about the tiebreakers, and I'll end up getting another tiebreaker.
We'll make sure there's no shenanigans.
Not 5 people, unless Richie comes back.
Yeah.
But yeah, with this matchup, like I like Ford v Ferrari. I do think it's a good movie, but Harold and Kumar Goes to White Castle is just a really funny movie, and it's just really good. So Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle gets my vote.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. Right there. Oh, wait. Other way around. There we go. Yeah. So, Richie, can you hear us? You want to give a vote if you can hear us? I'm giving a minute.
Yeah, I can hear you fine, but yeah, can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you. There's a little bit of a delay, but what would you go for here, Richie?
Yeah, I can hear you fine, but can you hear me? Yeah. All right, just gonna have to bear with me for all. Like I'm gonna delay for so just be
sure.
All right. I haven't seen Ford vs Ferrari. Big Ferrari. I've heard it's good. I've heard Ford v Ferrari is good, but I haven't got to it yet. But Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is a great comedy. So that's my vote. Will go.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
We skipped Chris.
Yes, thank you.
Oh, sorry. I was thinking we were going to come back to him at the end since he was first last time. It is what I was thinking. But we can go to Chris. Sure. we're all over the place.
I get your logic. I get your logic.
Yeah. but yeah, you can go ahead, Chris. What do you think?
So this one's tough because I love Ford versus Ferrari. It's one of my favorite movie-going experiences in a good while, actually. But Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle is great. I love all these movies so much. They're great characters, and I've definitely watched Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle way more times than Ford versus Ferrari. So Harold and Kumar gets my vote.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
This is a interesting matchup. I love Ford Ferrari. Great new experience. Love the cast. Harold Kumar. It was a surprise for me, so I'm gonna go Harold Kumar on this one.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I made my thoughts known about Harold and Kumar on the comedy episode. I think it's okay. It's just not for me. Ford v Ferrari, I really enjoyed it. I think Christian Bale and Matt Damon give very solid performances. I've only seen it, the one time. It was very shortly after it came out. I need to give it a revisit, but because I'm just lukewarm on Harold and Kumar, and I remember really liking Ford v Ferrari, that's going to get my vote.
Yeah, this one's interesting because I don't love Ford v Ferrari, but I really like it, and because it came out when I was working in a movie theater, the second time I worked at a movie theater, I was at an AMC, and I didn't go and rush out to see it, but I saw it kind of later on, and I had a lot of fun with it, and I was like, man, like I need to take some more people to see this movie, so I found more people that hadn't seen it, brought them to the movie. Saw it a couple of times in theaters, but I mean, Harold and Kumar, if you saw a comedy episode, Me versus Malcolm on Friday, like it's one of my favorite comedies of all time. I absolutely love it. I just love the characters. I love that they're people of my minorities, but they both speak with an American accent. I assume that they were both born and raised in America. I don't know these guys personally if they were, but it's a fun dynamic, good stoner comedy. So I gotta go with Harold and Kumar. So yeah, and also Mike in the chat. Well, if you haven't seen either one, it depends if you like a stoner comedy for Harold and Kumar, or if you'd like an Oscar-nominated drama movie with Ford v Ferrari. So
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Pick your pick. Yeah. But yeah, it'll be Harold and Kumar moving on. So we'll just go to the next matchup. We got E.T. versus a first-timer here, Sgt. Pepper and the Lonely Hearts Club Band, which I guess is a movie. I thought it was just like a song or an album. But
it's a musical.
All right, cool. Well, Well, Brian, you'll be up first this time. So,
Yep.
what are you gonna go for?
For me, Sgt. Pepper is like a sort of biopic about Beatles starting some Bee Gees. You got some good cast in there. Steve Martin's in there. George Burroughs is in there. But
Okay.
I'm gonna go with E.T. I adore that movie. It's one of my favorite Spielberg films. Love the score by John Williams, and also celebrates 40th anniversary this year. So I'm gonna go with E.T.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Pretty easy. Haven't seen Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, so I gotta go with E.T. It's a classic. So
Yeah, and I'll speak for Austin. He's not a Beatles fan. I know he said the Beatles are kind of overrated, so but his vote doesn't count here because I am a big Beatles fan. But at the same time, I also haven't seen this. I didn't know it was an actual movie, so it makes it a little hard to vote for it. But I want to check it out for sure because when I looked at it, I was like, well, that's going to be the Beatles, but they look more like the Bee Gees kind of. So it's kind of like a good kind of mashup there. But and. E.T. is awesome. E.T. is a movie I go back to all the time, and like I wouldn't even mind like they're doing a sequel to A Christmas Story with like adult child actors and everything. I wouldn't mind seeing some kind of like someone in the E.T. world. Maybe it doesn't have to be a direct sequel or anything, but I wouldn't mind seeing it. I don't know if that's blasphemy to say, but I'm gonna say it. And also E.T. is my favorite score of all time, like especially at the end, like uh, uh during the end credits there's a montage where they mash pretty much all the best of the movie score into one big track, and it's really awesome. So yeah, and yeah, like just so much to love. Like there's a good friendship, it's sci-fi, it's got family elements, it's got thriller, like a lot of different things. So I'll vote ET. Malcolm, what do you think?
So yeah, like I've not seen Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band at all. But just looking at the cast, like you've got the Bee Gees, you've got Peter Frampton, you've got Steve Martin, you've got Donald Pleasance, Aerosmith, Alice Cooper, pretty
Yeah.
much a who's who of like music around that time. So
Yeah.
it sounds really interesting. But apparently also got nominated for what was before it was known for a Stinker Movie Award. So apparently it wasn't good. I don't know. But I haven't seen it. I'm going ET. So yeah.
Yeah. I do remember the rumor of the sequel. I think it's kind of what the ET ride's based off of, which I went to Universal Studios, and you kind of see him going back to his planet and like trying to help some of his friends on his planet, which makes for a fun ride. I don't know how well a movie would work. Maybe I don't know. But Chris, what do you think?
So I have never seen a Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, but that is a ridiculous cast, and that album is phenomenal. It's actually I have it signed by the original artist who drew the artwork for it, along with working on lots of other stuff. But I segue there. But I would definitely vote for E.T. E.T. is amazing. I was actually at Target and they had a cool anniversary Funko Pop. So they had the kid riding the bike and they had E.T. in the basket.
Oh, nice. That'd be
Blanket
cool
over
to
his head.
have.
So freaking cool. Yeah. You know me and my Funko Pops. I have a ridiculous number of them.
Yeah. And I also want to try and get my hands on the 4K for ET because I like for some reason I wasn't thinking and I like made the mistake of when I moved in with my dad where I'm living now. I'm like, well, like we don't really have any 4K TVs or anything, but little did I know he inherited 3 of them when he bought this house because the lady who used to live here passed away, and he was able to acquire those from her. So now we do have them, and we don't have a proper 4K DVD player. I bought one, like one that was a step down. I didn't want to spend the money, so when I finally do, I'll start investing more in 4Ks. But until then, I'll watch what I have. But Richie, what do you think here?
All right. Yeah, I didn't know Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club was a movie, but that cast seems intriguing. I might give it. Yeah, I definitely will seek it out. Sort of the good thing about watching doing these, especially the favorite ones, you listen, you hear movies that you had never heard of. So yeah, I'm kind of keen, and maybe after I've watched it, I would vote for it over ET, which I thought was good, not great, but has ET. So that's where my vote will go. I'll go ET.
Yeah, sounds good. So it'll be E.T. just for lack of people that haven't seen the Sergeant Pepper's, but moving on to the next one, we got Airplane going up against Alice in Wonderland, the animated version. All right, so a few ones that appear kind of not so often here. So, and it is Jacob. You're up first. So
Yeah. I actually just watched Airplane for the first time a couple weeks ago, actually. And
nice.
it's all solid comedy, solid spoof movie. I can see why it gets the praise that it does. Alice in Wonderland is a really fun animated movie. Um, so just based on sheer number of watches, I've watched Alice in Wonderland a few times more than I've seen Airplane. I've only seen it the one time. I will go with Alice in Wonderland on this one, actually.
Yeah, yeah. This one's kind of tough because I don't love either one. I just kind of like them both. But Alice in Wonderland is solid. Like I think that, like for me, this is the best adaptation of Alice in Wonderland in my opinion. I did like what they started doing like a Once Upon a Time in Wonderland show for a little bit, and I was intrigued about where they were going with that. But then it didn't really like follow Alice completely. It had a lot of other characters, but which was fine though. It was fine for what it was. But yeah, Airplane. That's a fun time too. Like, is it David Zucker or who does it? Like
I
he.
think so.
Yeah, he does great spoof comedy too. Like there's a couple of bits that stand out to me, like when they're all speaking in Ebonics on the airplane and like calling each other jive turkey and like all that stuff, and then they're all like in a line going by slapping that lady in the face because she's like hysterical on the airplane or whatever. So yeah, and of course you have the Shirley, you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley. That's like an iconic line that's
Yes.
pretty famous. So, yeah, I think I got to go for Airplane here. So, Malcolm, what do you think?
Yeah, that Once Upon a Time in Wonderland series you were talking about, like, it wasn't supposed to be an adaptation of Alice in Wonderland. It was a spin-off from Once Upon a Time.
Okay.
So it was in that same universe. But
I did like Sebastian Stan showing up as the Mad Hatter in that show, though. I thought he was perfect.
Yeah, but yeah, I like Alice in Wonderland. I do think it's good. It's just definitely nowhere near like my top 20 Disney animated movies. I like Airplane. It's one of those ones that that not many people know. It's actually based on a television pilot. It's basically shot for shot the exact same movie. They've just added more comedic lines into it. But I'm gonna go Airplane.
Yeah, sounds good. Chris, what do you think?
This is tough. I mean, I love Alice in Wonderland. It's a great movie, but Airplane is awesome. There's so many quotable lines. It's so well done. Yeah. Incredible movie.
Yeah.
Airplane.
Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, the actress that played.
Wow, June Cleaver. That's right.
Excuse me, I speak jive, and then she just goes into it. Yeah, it's good stuff. But Richie, what do you think here? For the delay, unless he's frozen.
I like. I mean, I like both. I've seen Alice in Wonderland, the cartoon one, since I was a kid, so I can't really. In Alice in Wonderland, as I was a kid, so I can't really speak to if it's any decent or not. Like I should, Airplane is one of the big booth comedies, yeah, and they didn't change any of the really change any of the dialogue from the movie, which. But yeah, I think Leslie Nielsen just he makes that role, and I think he's fantastic. So I'll go Airplane.
Yeah, sounds good. So sounds like it'll be Airplane.
I didn't vote yet.
By a little bit. So
I didn't vote, Jordan.
Yeah. Oh, you vote? Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. For me,
go for it.
For number of rewatches, I'm gonna go Alice in Wonderland. I love that film a lot. So Alice.
Yeah. But I think
it's still Airplane 4-2.
Yeah. Okay. Just making sure. I figured that would be. But we have the Three Amigos on here. So it's European Vacation. So 2 Chevy Chase movies here. So, and we are. Let's see. I think it's my turn actually first.
Yep, you go first.
So yeah. So for me, this is pretty easy because I think European Vacation sucks. I think it's the worst of the National Lampoons. I just don't really care for it. They switched up some of the actors that play the kids, and there's like random nudity in a PG movie because I think it was before they had PG-13. So that was an awkward experience watching it at my friend's house with his very Christian conservative parents. So we're just like, whoa, and it happens multiple times. So, but just to show like how free and open or whatever they are, it's like part of the joke over in Europe. And but Three Amigos rocks, like them doing the little like grabbing the like belt buckle and like turning to the side in there, the little chant and like them sneaking into the little town in Mexico and like doing the little bird call, caw, and like there's a lot of funny bits and like anytime you have Steve Martin and Martin Short together, I mean they're like comedy gold. So I got to go to Three Amigos. Yeah, Malcolm.
I have never seen the Three Amigos. It's just never been one that's sort of come up on my radar, but like it's been ages since I've seen European Vacation, but yeah, but I do remember enjoying it. So just as a tribute to Rob Coltrane, who does appear in European Vacation, I'm going to go European Vacation.
That's right. Yeah, he does appear in it, and like for me, like the really funny bit that really stands out is what's on that picture there. Like the hills are alive with the sound of Griswold, and there's doing the spoof of Sound of Music. So that's good. but Chris, what did you go for?
This is tough. While I kind of agree with you, European Vacation is not necessarily the best in the series. I don't hate it. It's good. But yeah, Three Amigos is definitely so much better.
Yeah. Yeah. And Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I saw European Vacation maybe a year or two ago. Yeah, it's definitely the lesser of the even 5, if I'm being honest. Yeah, there's one cool like callback joke where they reference Eric Idle references the Holy Grail, where it's like, oh, it's just a flesh wound. That's kind of funny. Other than that, the movie's kind of forgettable and doesn't really have a lot of laughs in it. And Three Amigos is a classic, so I'll go Three Amigos.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, I like your Vacation. Even though not my favorite, still has a bit of charm in it, but I'm going to give it to Amigos. Haven't seen it ever alternative, so might as well go for one that hasn't showed up.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it's appeared. I feel like maybe it has, but I don't remember when. But if it did, and maybe it hasn't. So, but Jacob,
Yeah, I haven't seen either of these movies, but I own one of these movies, and so I that is more available to me to watch than the other one. So I will go with the one that I own, which is Three Amigos.
Yeah, Three Amigos. All right, so like Three Amigos it is for the win. All right. Moving on, we have The Social Network.
So Jacob's
Switched
favorite
up the
film.
poster from the usual. Yeah, but I mean, it's Back to the Future 2.
Oh man,
This one's that was
very
a rough
good
one,
matchup.
but yeah. So Chris, you're up first. So you're gonna go.
I like The Social Network, but Back to the Future 2 is awesome. I gotta go with Back to the Future 2.
Yeah. Richie, what do you think here? Take a look.
Ooh.
Again, but I'll vote for this. If you can hear me, I more like going to vote for it. Just because you get to get a film. So yeah, that's where I'll go.
Yeah, I think he said Social Network.
I think he did too.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
what I was thinking.
Sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Very tough matchup. I'll go with the one I've seen the most times as Back to the Future Part 2.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob.
Yeah, this one's kind of tough. I do love the Back to the Future trilogy. However, I think the first one is like the best, like by far. Back to the Future 2 is a very good, worthy sequel. Social Network, I love the script. I think the performances from all three of the guys on the poster there are great. Some of the best of their career. I know for one guy that's not saying much. That middle guy, but
Yeah.
he's very solid in this movie. I'm gonna go with The Social Network.
Yeah. And this one's tough for me because these are both movies probably in my top 30, but one of these movies is top 5 all time for me, and that's Back to the Future 2. Like it's my favorite of the Back to the Future series. I just like seeing them go into the future. I like seeing, like some people will just say, well, they're just rehashing everything from the first movie. Well, yeah, because it's time travel, and it's actually fun to see some different tangents and like how the things would have played out if they went back. Maybe they would have crossed over some of the same events over again. You never know. So, yeah, and The Social Network's great. It's a really solid performance. Yeah, like I would agree. Like maybe like top performances from these three, like of their career, and which I mean, I feel like Andrew Garfield's given top performance everywhere. The other two, for sure, this is the other two, their top performance. So, but I got to give it to Back to the Future 2, and it's got my favorite actor of all time, Michael J. Fox. Yeah. So Back to the Future 2. Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, Back to the Future Part 2 is probably my least favorite of the trilogy. I do like the other two parts more. It's tough because I can't even use the logic of one's appeared more than the other because they both appeared just about the right amount separate. But I'm going to give it slightly to The Social Network though.
Yeah. Chris.
I already voted.
Oh,
Yes, but he's coming to you because you're the tie-breaking vote.
So Back to the Future 2, baby.
That's what it was, yeah.
Absolutely, Back to the Future 2.
I saw what you were doing, Jordan.
Sounds good. Yeah, right.
He did it in advance.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job, Jordan.
Yeah.
Good job, Jacob. Good team.
Yeah, and we'll see how Richie's internet does from his phone, maybe a little better. But up next, we have The Incredibles versus Funny People. So I believe that, see, who's up now? Is it
Richie, I think, is first.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did Chris first last time, so Richie.
So Richie, all right. So what do you think here?
All right, can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can
Oh,
hear
yeah.
you loud and clear.
That's better. Yeah.
Whoa, no need to shout.
Yeah.
Shut up, Jake.
Did you keep it to a dull roar, Richie? Come on.
I think
No.
I like The Incredibles, but anyway, I like the. I really love The Incredibles. I think it's one of the Pixar's best animated movies. I think Funny People needs more love. I think it's a great movie about stand up, about sort of you know the how one might react if they a guy. It's a sort of a story of like two halves where it's a guy having to deal with his diagnosis of cancer, and then having to kind of deal with like overcoming cancer, but then not learning from a near death experience. It's got a really good cast. Yeah, Seth Rogen's great. Jonah Hill is great. Jason Schwartzman is great as that pretentious pretentious actor type. Yeah, and then like good cameos by Audrey Plaza and Aziz Ansari. And I really like there was that dynamic between I think was it Ray Romano and Eminem. And he's like, go fuck yourself, Raymond. Yeah. So I'll go funny.
Not everybody loved you.
Yeah, I thought everyone loves you. Yeah. I'll go funny people, but I like The Incredibles. But so I don't mind if that moves through. But I'm gonna go funny people.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Brian.
Yep, The Incredibles my top ten favorite Pixar movies, but Funny People has some great moments. One of Sandler's best films of like the 2000s. It's like a film pairing his whole career, like all the bad movies and such. And you know what? I'm going to get some of those Funny People in this one.
Yeah. Sounds good.
I love The Incredibles, so I'm going to give Funny People some chance.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I think Funny People is good. I'm glad it's getting love. I do think it's it's just a tad bit too long. You hear that criticism about a lot, but I think this one you do feel it. But I still think overall it's a really good movie. But The Incredibles is one of my favorite animated movies. It's my favorite Pixar movie. It's one of my favorite movies. Period. It's in my top 20. So I'm gonna go with The Incredibles pretty easily, actually.
Yeah. Well, let's say that I tried to watch Funny People because that cast is just like absolutely stacked. I won't even like go into it. Just go on the IMDb and just see it. How huge the cast goes. There's so many cameos from all these really great stand-up comedians. The list goes on and on. But I just couldn't do it. Like probably like about 15, 20 minutes in, I was done. I'm like, I can't. This isn't funny. This is stupid. I just didn't get it. Like, I do not like this movie like at all. Like, it just kind of like they got Funny People, but I guess that it was meant to be maybe like ironic or something because like nobody was funny in it. So I don't know, but it was like more of a drama to me is what it felt like. But The Incredibles.
It's meant
yeah,
to be.
yeah.
It's meant
Yeah,
to
that's what I thought. Like it's meant to be like comedians doing a drama or something. But yeah. But The Incredibles rocks. The Incredibles is awesome. Like it's the best Fantastic Four movie that we've gotten so far, and yeah, like the music's great, the action's great, the animation's really cool, and they're way better humor in The Incredibles. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give it to The Incredibles pretty easy here. So Malcolm.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those. I thought I was going to be the one with the hot take about Funny People because for a movie called Funny People, which is labeled as a comedy, I thought it was going to be funny.
Yeah, but you don't like Adam Sandler comedy, so it's not for you.
That's true.
But I like Adam Sandler dramas, and even as a drama, I didn't like it.
Yeah.
And I do like some Adam Sandler comedy movies, just not this one. I'm going to go Incredibles easily.
Yeah. Well, Chris, what do you think?
So I was actually with you, Jordan. It took me a moment to realize, like, wait a second, what movie is Funny People? It's been so long since it came out. But yeah, I don't remember this movie being funny. Like I was like, it was just the opposite of funny. Like it wasn't entertaining. Like I was like, why? This is just kind of depressing. This is unfunny.
Yeah.
Maybe I need to rewatch it for my Chris reviews, but I haven't seen it in forever, so I probably will actually do a rewatch. But dude, it's The Incredibles. Incredibles is such a damn good movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, that everyone? So,
yeah, it's
then
incredible. It's
it's
4
going
to 2.
be- Okay. Yeah, The Incredibles. Cool. Yeah.
And
I'm trying to look up the. Since it's a Judd Apatow movie, I want to look up the runtime. 2 hours and 26 minutes. I don't know what Judd Apatow's thinking for his movies to be so long. Just shorten them up, just by like 30 minutes. Just like cut 30 minutes off the movie, and like maybe people will enjoy them a little more. But we have Jackass number 2 going up against Meet the Fockers. Okay, so these are like a comedy matchup. So and it'll be Brian first.
Yep. Jackass 2 is my favorite Jackass film. And Meet the Fockers is one of my go-to pleasure comedies of all time. And we were going to Jackass Film Championship. Might as well give us some love to Meet the Fockers.
Sure, yeah. Jacob?
I will not give love to Meet the Fockers because I haven't seen Meet the Fockers.
There you go.
So I will go with number 2.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, I think like Meet the Fockers is fine. I think that it's like this for me. It's the second best of the 3, but it's not saying much. I think that it's a big step down from the first one. I mean, it still has its moments that's fine. It's not terrible. It's not, but it's not on par with the first one. And Jackass number 2 is awesome, and like it has some great gags, especially that running with the bulls. Like that's a classic one right there on the poster, and
the musical number.
Oh yeah, yep. Yeah, the musical number, that's awesome too. Yeah. The only thing for me though is like they're doing like essentially like the same types of things in all these Jackass movies that they kind of blend together for me a little bit. So it's hard for me to pinpoint which one it is which sometimes, but like even so, like I'm a big Jackass fan. You give me any of them, it doesn't matter which one. I love them all. So yeah, I'll vote for Jackass number 2. So, Malcolm.
Yeah, I fucking hate the Jackass franchise. I don't get why people think that watching people hurt themselves is funny. And I mean, it's not like I've not said it before about the Jackass franchise.
Yeah.
But I love Meet the Fockers. I think it's the more funnier and better one of that trilogy. So I'm gonna go Meet the Fockers.
Yeah. Tell us how you really feel, Malcolm, about Jackass. But Chris?
So I love the Jackass movies. The latest one is the best one, though, hands down. But Meet the Fockers is great. I actually hated the first movie. I don't get what the appeal was for it, but the second one kicked it out of the park. Like that was what turned me on to like a fan of those movies. I thought it was great. So I got to go with Meet the Fockers.
Yeah. Well, the first one I think was like kind of more like an extended like TV episode, sort of that like they probably didn't have the like budget they had for the other two, and they upped the production value. But Richie, what do you think?
All right, my speaker's going out again, so it's annoying. But yeah, I'll fix it out.
Sure.
But yeah, look, I mean, each their own. But you know, I thought number 4 of Jackass was kind of the worst one. Even though I thought it was good. It's just I thought they were obviously they're old, so they have to like kind of do kind of shove off the kind of riskier stunts to the younger cast. And whenever they did high stunts, that it went badly. So yeah, but yeah, number 2 though is pretty good. It's not my favorite of the quadrilogy. It's probably number 3 for me, but it's still good. Meet the Fockers is fun. I wouldn't. I mean, each their own. I don't know if that would be called a guilty pleasure. Like if you said you like Little Fockers, I would say that's a guilty pleasure.
Yeah.
But yeah, but you know, I think
No
it's,
comment.
I think it's pretty beloved. But yeah, look, I'll go Jackass number 2.
Yeah. So, what are the votes? Is it Jackass? I think.
Well, Richie, are you gonna stick with it because it's a tie again? And Richie's got the tiebreaker this time.
Oh,
All right. I've
meet the
decided.
fuckers.
I've decided that I'm not going to change my mind in the last 2 seconds. So Jackass.
Okay. Jackass number 2. Yeah, let's
A
go.
lot of ties. Brian is choosing some divisive movies here.
Yep. But next we got X-Men: Days of Future Past going up against Bohemian Rhapsody. All right.
Oh,
So it'll be Jacob first.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a tough one actually. Bohemian Rhapsody is one of my favorites of like the last 5 years. I think Rami Malek gives a spectacular performance in that movie. Days of Future Past, one of the best X-Men movies. You know what? We see a lot of X-Men on here, whether it's this one, First Class, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
Bohemian Rhapsody, not quite as much. So I'll go Bohemian Rhapsody. Show it some love because I do think it's a very solid biopic.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I really like both of these movies. Like they're both really, really solid, and I kind of like how like we've gotten a few different musical biopics over the last few years that kind of play out differently. We just got a spoof one that just happened, and we got one that's more like a concert one with Bohemian Rhapsody, but then you got one like a Rocket Man that's more like a musical. So yeah, and then you got Elvis too. That's like I feel like maybe like a true biopic, just focus on the one character. But yeah, I think though that like I'm just such a big X-Men fan, and this is my second favorite of the whole entire series. I think it's just really, really solid. Just like combining the new cast, the old cast, and of course you're going to send back Wolverine. You're not going to go with what they did in the comic books, where they sent back Kitty Pryde because Wolverine's obviously like the popular character to do it, and a logical one that could survive that kind of trip. So yeah, I think I'll give it to X-Men: Days of Future Past by a little bit. Malcolm.
Yeah. Also, it's one of those ones like I don't think they sent Wolverine back because it's the most popular character. I think it's because they realised that the Kitty Pryde that they have in the movies would be too really young and wouldn't actually exist in the 70s when they set them.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So it wouldn't make sense for Kitty Pryde to go back anyway.
Yeah.
That being said, I love Days of Future Past. It is one of the best X-Men movies. Look, Bohemian Rhapsody is not an entirely factual biopic. There's a lot of elements they changed in that about and switched some timeline thing. It's still a good movie. I don't care too much if they change some facts around and all that. It's still good. They still kind of got the bare bones of sort of how Cream came together and all that around. But I'm actually with Jacob here. We see X-Men a lot here, so I'm gonna go Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, sounds good. Chris, what do you think?
this is tough. I love X-Men Days of Future Past, but Bohemian Rhapsody is phenomenal. Phenomenal movie. Then we had Rocket Man with blue ass. And then that latest
Some more hot takes.
yeah. And don't get me started on that latest pile of dog shit, which never should have been made. But Bohemian Rhapsody for the win. Absolutely. I'm sorry.
What was that one?
Curious
The
which
latest
one
one.
shouldn't have been made.
Yeah.
Weird Al.
Oh, come on. Weird Al's
Nope.
freaking amazing.
Nope.
Amazing.
Like what? 2 views?
I
Like
don't
two
think you.
stars?
I don't think maybe you got it, Chris. That's all good. Anyway, if you don't like
It's
it,
supposed to be a parody movie, but
Look,
Richie.
yeah. Did you vote, Chris? I'm supposed to speak
Yes, I
silently.
did.
All right, cool.
Sorry, and then I went on a little rant.
That's
Richie
all
Bohemian,
good.
yeah.
Look, I still haven't seen Bohemian Rhapsody. Really, I'm not really. I mean, I'm like Queen. I'm just not really. Like I've heard mixed
You're
things.
not
It's
like,
not really something I'm rushing out to go to. And X-Men Days Future, while I like X-Men First Class better, X-Men Days Future Passes is very good as well. So I'll go X-Men.
Yeah. Brian.
This is a really tough matchup. If these two were in front of me, which I would choose Bohemian Rhapsody more.
Okay. Well, it sounds like it's probably Bohemian Rhapsody then.
It is 4-2.
All right, 4-2. So, all right. Then we have An American Tail, Five Goes West, going up
ooh,
against All I Want for Christmas, which is like a Leslie Nielsen movie
It is with
from the
Arbor.
90s. Yeah.
what? I don't think I ever saw it.
So-
All I Want for Christmas.
Yeah, so I think I'm up first this time. And,
Yes, sir.
and these are two movies I don't know a lot about. I've actually never seen All I Want for Christmas. I have seen An American Tail, Five Goes West. I vastly prefer it over the original, even though the original has a really good song, and they sing in it. But this one, yeah, you gotta give them the lazy eye. Like I like the like sheriff doing that in that movie. But yeah, and it's a lot of fun. Like just setting it in the Old West, and I have a lot of fun with it. Like it's one that I actually need to go back and rewatch again. So yeah, I'll vote for Five Goes West. Yeah, Malcolm.
Yeah, I haven't seen All I Want for Christmas. But so, and I've seen. I'm pretty sure I've seen Fever Goes West way back when I was younger. I really need to revisit the American Tail movies, although I really love the first one, and so just because the movie All I Want for Christmas brings back Mariah Carey memories, I'm gonna go American Tail, Fever Goes West.
Yeah, sounds good. Chris.
So I was trying to look up All I Want for Christmas. I've never seen this movie, but Lucy Ball plays the grandmother. That's
Oh,
freaking
wow.
awesome. And then
I didn't know
Leslie
that.
Nielsen.
Yeah,
But
that's
American
funny.
Tail, Five Goes West is a great movie. I got to go with that one for sure.
Yeah, sounds good. Well, Richie, what do you think? Oh,
He's
your
muted.
microphone. Oh no, you're muted. I just said, did your microphone go
Can't
out? No,
hear
you're
you.
muted.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and switch over my computer after this, but like if that doesn't work, I'll just go back to my phone.
Yeah.
I haven't seen All I Want for Christmas. The cast looks interesting. So yeah, I mean, I'll check it out. Five Goes West is a good sequel. And yeah, it's cool movie. I maybe do prefer it over American Tail. I have to I haven't really sat down and thought about it, but yeah, I'll go Five Goes West.
Yeah. Sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Everyone has the favorite Christmas they always go back to. All for Christmas is what I always watch every Christmas. I adore that movie. You got the SNL's own Kevin Nealon appears. Kevin Nealon appears in this one. Some good cast in there. But I'm gonna go Five Goes West. That surprised me a lot. I enjoyed that film a lot. Love the Old West. John Cleese's great villain. So Five Goes West.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob.
Yeah, pretty simple. I haven't seen All I Want for Christmas, so I'll go with Five Goes West. Pretty
Yeah.
decent animated movie.
Yeah, for sure. So I think first time for both of these on here.
It is.
Maybe Five will showed up once. Maybe I can't remember, but I think it's the first time. So
Just looking up All I Want for Christmas on Rotten Tomatoes, 7%.
Oh wow, 7%.
Wow.
Wah. Yeah, but we got Heavyweights versus Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Ooh.
So yeah, and I think we're back to Malcolm. So
Yes.
yeah, this one's kind of tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get the hype for heavyweights. Like, I've saw it for the first time last year. It's like it's fine. It's a Ben Stiller movie. It's what it is. But Walk Harder, Dewey Cox Story is a really good parody movie. And it definitely doesn't get a lot of love. So I'm gonna go Walk Harder, Dewey Cox Story.
Yeah. Chris, what do you think?
So I remember seeing Walk Hard, Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story forever ago. I wasn't crazy about it at the time. But heavyweights, I mean, I remember seeing it when I was a kid. It's all right. I'm gonna go with that one.
Yeah. Richie?
You feel again.
Back to the
Oh.
phone.
Yeah. Back to the phone. Picture might be on a huge delay. We'll give it 5 seconds. All right. Well, yeah, you might want to go back to the phone, but Brian, we'll move on to you for now while he
Yeah.
figures that out.
This is. Oh wait, Richie. Oh,
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
he's going
this
back.
is a very tough matchup. I love both of these. For heavyweights, you get some of the mighty Dutch kids in this run. Even got SNL on King Thompson, but for I gotta go Walk Hard. The music is so good in this film. I'm surprised they got stuff for the Oscars for best song. One of my favorite
Yeah, right.
comedy biopics.
Yeah. Sounds good. And Richie, what do you think here?
Yeah, all right. Even though it's very soft and I need to fix my speaker, I guess I'll just do this thing for now. Hopefully,
Yeah.
hopefully it will just hold up. Yeah, I like
We hear
heavyweights.
you loud and clear at least. So
Yeah, that's good. I like heavyweights. Heavyweights is good. Yeah. I, I feel like a lot of the list brackets is going to be Malcolm Bell. I don't get the love for this, but I'll vote the other thing. But
yeah.
yeah, but, but Walk Hard, Do a Cock Story is a great musical fake musical biopic, and I think without this, you might not get Weird, or maybe Weird Al wouldn't have the idea, that this thing works. So, and then that's really good as well. So, I will go Walk Hard.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Well, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, I have a lot of fun with both of these movies. Guess I'm just kind of leaning more towards heavyweights this time, but if you ask me again in 10 minutes, it could change because this is a very close matchup, but I'll go heavyweights.
Yeah. Yeah. This one's close for me too. Like, I mean, I love heavyweights. I'm an unapologetic Ben Stiller fan. Like, he even showed up in a commercial for the new God of War and game, and like, it is a pretty hilarious commercial with like John Travolta and LeBron James randomly, but yeah, Walk Hard is so good too. Like, this one's literally like a coin flip for me. But I think what just puts me with the edge is I just want to see some of these guys back in like movies, like more of the guys that like were both in the Mighty Ducks also. Bring back Ben Stiller in another comedy. Like I mean we don't need another heavyweights necessarily, but more from like these people, Kenan Thompson. So yeah, I'll vote for heavyweights, I think. So
And
what are
with
the
that, we
votes
have
on?
another tie, and our tiebreaker
Ooh.
vote this time is Brian.
I'll go chime vote.
Ooh.
I'll go guess all the heavyweights on this one.
Ooh, he's gonna switch it up.
Switching
All
the
right.
role.
I like it. So heavyweights it is. Yeah.
That's awesome.
All right. Yeah. But we have Fanboys going up against Saving Mr. Banks. All right. Let's see. It's Chris, right?
Chris.
I think first.
Fanboys is hilarious, and it's really good. But Save Mr. Banks is phenomenal. I'm gonna go with Save Mr. Banks.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sorry to interrupt. I've actually got to head off.
Oh yeah, sure. If you got to go, do you want to give a quick vote here?
Yeah, I'm gonna go Fanboys here because I think it's good, and I think Saving Banks is fine.
Yeah. Well, do you want to do any quick plugs or anything before you go?
You can find me on Take Three Productions, where I host Rankum. Going to be on this Sunday with We'll Film Movies. And
With me and Brian.
I'll be back here next week for Best Movies of 2018, in which I actually created the brackets. So yeah.
So you're not gonna be on-
Yeah, that'll be
well,
fun.
then?
Yeah, he'll be actually he created the bracket. He's gonna run all the brackets. Kind of helps me to like be on time and also just like not have so much on my plate. So I appreciate it, Malcolm. So, but all right, thanks again. We'll see you. Yeah. So we'll go to Richie. What do you think here?
Yeah, I like Fanboys quite a bit. I think it's underrated. Yeah, I think it's a good, sort of parody of that sort of that sort of nerd culture. So Mr. Banks is pretty good, but it didn't hit for me as much as other people. So I'll go Fanboys.
Yeah, Brian. What do you think?
Yep. This is a good matchup. Savage Band's great biopic of the last 10 years for me. But for me, our group of fanboys, highly underrated. People don't really talk about that much.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this one's pretty easy actually because I haven't seen Fanboys. Saving Mr. Banks is a really good biopic. I think Tom Hanks is really good, as well as Emma Thompson. And yeah, Mary Poppins is my favorite movie, and so it's kind of cool seeing some, behind the scenes of how it came to be. It was really fun. So I'm gonna go with Saving Mr. Banks.
Yeah. This one's tough for me because it's a great comedy. Like I really like Fanboys, and yeah, like everyone needs to find your Death Star. Like the greatest thing that Luke Skywalker did, he destroyed the Death Star, is what they say in the movie. Whether that could be debatable, but it's what other people remember him for. So he lives on forever, and is what they say. So you got to find that thing that like you'll live on forever. So kind of like that, but man, Saving Mr. Banks though, yeah, like I used to be a lukewarm Mary Poppins fan. Like I thought the movie was good, but and I liked maybe like two of the or three of the songs in it. But then this movie came out, man. Like I went back and rewatched Mary Poppins, and it made me find a whole new love for it. Like and especially Colin Farrell. Like oh man, like for me, he's
Yes.
I completely stole this movie playing the
Father.
I guess the like one of the like people who the story is kind of loosely based on like the original book in a way. So and yeah, and then seeing the movie come together and then when they finally sing "Feed the Birds," it's like a pretty emotional moment in the movie too. And then also it's a movie that where you also really like Paul Giamatti, because I know he's played a lot of unlikable kind of villainous kind of roles, but this one you really love him, and Emma Thompson, you kind of see her heart kind of melting away playing the P.L. Travers who wrote the book. So yeah, there's a lot to love. I could break this movie down for a long time, but I'll stop there. I'll vote Saving Mr. Banks. So yeah.
Which means we have another tie.
Oh, okay.
And the tie-breaking vote goes to me,
Ooh.
which means Saving Mr. Banks will be going through.
All right.
That great.
Sounds good. Yeah.
That was a tough matchup for me. So
Yeah. Saving Mr. Banks, which means I'm never going to get a tiebreaker because we're not going to have any more ties, which is
Unless
fine.
somebody drops out.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
right.
you
If someone
probably
else
will
drops out.
because anyway, we'll get into it. I do have about an hour. I got a trivia thing, but we'll see what happens.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds good. But we got 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, going up against Galaxy Quest. Kind of interesting matchup. And I believe that it's Richie first. So what do you got?
All right. I feel like for an Oscar winner and for a movie that swept up the Oscars, I feel like Three Billboards has become underrated. I love Three Billboards. I think it's a really solid film and great performances all around. From Frances McDormand, Sam Rockwell, and even like Woody Harrelson there. I think it's a great movie. And Galaxy Quest is again that I think almost like I don't know. I thought it was it was a great kind of sci-fi sort of parody movie here. And I think it does, again I think it might be a bit underrated at this point too. But yeah, just because I don't see it very often, and I think it deserves the love it got initially, and it just sort of that love sort of waned. I'll go Three Billboards.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
Yeah, Galaxy Quest was my favorite, the best Star Trek movie. They're all said, but Three Billboards, for me, when I saw it, it's a good like relaxing film. Like sit down and it's like it's perfect. It gets you relaxed and such. And plus, you even got the grandmother from the Point Dynamite appears in the film too in Three Billboards. So I'm going to give it Three Billboards.
Yeah, sounds good. Jacob, what do you think?
This is an interesting matchup. I think the better movie with better performances is Three Billboards, but I think the more fun movie is Galaxy Quest. And sometimes you just got to go with the fun choice, and I'm going to go with the fun choice here
Sure.
and go with Galaxy Quest.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because I mean, I love both these movies, but for totally different reasons. I mean, Galaxy Quest is mainly the cast and just how well the cast kind of meshes together. I'll just mention it briefly that when I worked at a movie theater, I started seeing like so one day like all these guys in like funny outfits
Oh yes,
started walking into the theater and they were like dressed as all the aliens that talk like this. Well, like hi, how are you? Like that, and I was like what's going on here? And then I totally didn't even realize that they're showing the documentary, which I saw like Scott Manson there. I saw a few people from like that kind of like a few people from Screen Junkies, that kind of thing, and so I didn't see all of it, but I watched about half of it on my lunch break and watched it, and like especially all those diehard fans were like going pretty wild for the documentary. So there, I'll see. Quest has a bit of a cult following, so yeah, and it's solid. But man, Three Billboards though, that movie absolutely blew me out of the water though. Like when I saw this thing, I was just like man, like hands down, like the best Frances McDormand performance I've ever seen. And then Sam Rockwell, like I've never seen him give a bad performance, so he's great. And then Woody Harrelson too, even Peter Dinklage, like the list just goes on and on. There's even more people that I haven't mentioned, but yeah. So I mean, I think Three Billboards deserved all the Oscar love that it got, and yeah, I'm gonna vote for Three Billboards. So, Chris.
So I've never actually seen Three Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, at all.
Do yourself a
But
favor.
Galaxy Quest is great. Yeah, I need to see Three Billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Yeah.
The only thing I will say is that poster sucks for Galaxy Quest. Because why is Alan Rickman over Tim Allen's name? And why is Tim Allen over Alan Rickman's name? Just switch the names. It's not that
chaos.
hard.
It's wacky. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah.
But you're voting for Galaxy Quest, Chris?
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good.
Only because I've never seen Ebbing, Missouri at all.
Yeah. Well, Richie?
I voted.
Oh, you were first?
So yeah, it'll be Three Billboards, 3-2.
Okay. Three Billboards. All right, cool. All right. Then we got Napoleon Dynamite up against Hook. Oh. All right. And let's see. Is it Jacob or
I think
it'll be Brian this time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Brian, okay.
Both of these are. This is a very tough matchup. I'll give it the Point Dynamite. I have more fun with it. Love the music. Go with that one.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, this is an interesting matchup because I liked both these movies, but the more I watch Napoleon Dynamite, the less I like it. Like it's kind of losing its charm and losing whatever it was for me. Hook, I kind of like more every time I watch it. I think Robin Williams is great. He's one of my favorite actors of all time. So I'm gonna go Hook on this one.
Yeah. This one's kind of tough for me, but I mean, not so much because I got the like the home state bias for Napoleon Dynamite because it was filmed only an hour away from where I currently live now, and it's just so quotable. Like Tina, can we eat some ham? Eat the freaking food, or like freaking idiot, or like a freaking 12 gauge. What do you think? Like your sleeves are really big, like. Yeah, Tots, you can go on forever. Like it's a very quotable movie. There's a whole hype around it, which was fun, but I think that it kind of got overhyped to the point where like people kind of got sick of it for a little bit. But a little bit of insider information, I just because I know people who worked on the movie, including the director, that they've had a sequel written for a long time. They just haven't been able to get it greenlit, and now they're kind of talking about it a little bit right now, but I mean, I don't know if it's ever going to happen.
Jared Hess, John Heater.
Yeah. So you got to have Jared Hess for sure. Yeah, like he's kind of like the one that comes up with this whole vibe of the movie. But Hook is a lot of fun too. Like when I first saw it, I didn't realize Captain Hook was played by Dustin Hoffman until after the movie because I was just a kid and he totally just disappears into that role. Robin Williams is great. And it has great music too. Like the music is really,
yeah, Phil Collins as well.
Really great. Yes, but like I'm a little biased. I'm always going to be for Napoleon and Dynamite, so I'll vote Napoleon. Chris,
What?
This is tough for me. I absolutely love Napoleon Dynamite like you do, Jordan. I remember seeing it in theaters.
Yeah.
But it's Hook. Hook has a phenomenal film score. It's a great movie overall. And yeah, that performance from Dustin Hoffman as Hook is incredible. Like he literally loses himself in that role. So I'm going to go with Hook.
Yeah, I remember the like about a year ago, we had some guys from the Schmodown on. We had like Chance Ellison and I think like
was it?
Yeah, we had Chance Ellison, JTE, and Paul Preston on, and they were crapping all over Hook. They did not like Hook for whatever reason. I don't really get it. Which we might have a similar like group on Monday for best movies of 2018 part 1. So look forward to that. But Richie, what do you think here?
Yeah, I've never really. I mean, I don't mind it, but I never really got the love for Napoleon Dynamite. I know that you've got some connection to it. I've never. It's the humor's never. I didn't realize it was like a sort of cultural phenomenon when it came out, and but I never really got the, got the vibe for it. Yeah, I like but yeah, maybe I need to watch it again. I just sort of didn't really get the hype. I thought it was okay. But Hook is underrated. Yeah. And I'll be actually on Battleground. I believe I have to debate against which is most underrated Robin Williams movie. One is Hook. The other is Brother's Dad. So
okay. Oh, interesting.
But yeah. So it's a really good movie that I feel like gets unfairly kind of slammed a bit. But so yeah, I'll go Hook.
Yeah. So it's only going to be Hook.
Hook 3-2.
Hook. Where's the hook? Yeah, Hook. Yeah, and my younger brother Aaron, he had when he was a little kid, he had a Hook birthday party. Nobody in my family, even though we're from Idaho, had a Napoleon Dynamite party of any kind. So Hook. But
well, that's a lot of talk to make.
Yeah. Right. But we have Forrest Gump versus Happy Gilmore. So, and is it me this time or is it Jacob? I think it might be.
It's me first this time. Okay. And this one's pretty easy. I like Happy Gilmore, but Forrest Gump, say what you want about it not deserving the Best Picture Oscar the year it won, because 94 was just a stacked year for movies. I think Forrest Gump is still a really, really great movie with a phenomenal performance from Tom Hanks. So, sorry, you might be the best golf movie, Happy Gilmore, but I'm going with Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Yeah, this one's tough because I love both of these. I mean, my second favorite Adam Sandler movie, going up against a great Tom Hanks movie. Like, I love Forrest Gump. I've seen it at least like 20, 30 times. And yeah, like for me, it holds up. I think like it's great. I mean, maybe people aren't as like big on like you're not gonna have people portraying those kind of mentally challenged people maybe as much, but I mean, I'm glad Tom Hanks got to do it, and yeah, like and yeah, there's a lot of really cool moments in it, and man, this one's just tough, but I think slightly because I feel like maybe we've seen Happy Gilmore more recently on Tournament Fight, so I'll go Forrest Gump. Yeah. Chris.
So this is also difficult for me, but I definitely have Forrest Gump for me is probably like a more memorable for me. Obviously, there's some great quotes and everything. Happy Gilmore, but Forrest Gump is phenomenal. I got to go with that one.
Yeah, and also shout out to the Forrest Gump soundtrack too. It's got some great music from the '60s and '70s on there. It's really good stuff. But
And it inspired a really good Weird Al parody.
yeah, oh yeah, true. Yeah. So, Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, Forrest Gump is good. I think Tom Hanks is like the best at sort of portraying these lovable characters because he's got like such a lovable presence on screen. So that's why it's going to be interesting how he's going to play the antithesis on I think there's a movie called Otto coming out like next year, where he just plays a grumpy old man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I do like Forrest Gump, and I like the story. Like, I'm a big fan of Gary Sinise's movie, Lieutenant Dan. Yeah, doesn't Jenny give Forrest Gump AIDS? That's not a very good present. Anyway,
right.
or, anyway, yeah, Happy Gilmore is one of my favorite comedies. I think it's one of the better Adam Sandler's better movies. I know where this would go if Malcolm was still here, but he's not here, so I'll go Happy Gilmore.
Yeah, Forrest Gump, the prequel to Philadelphia, where eventually he has AIDS. Right? Yeah, but Brian, what do you think?
One of these films has an actor who have an autograph from, and that's Happy Gilmore. I'll go with that.
I've got an autograph from him too. I don't know if you can see far enough to the back, but I've got
Carl
comment.
Weathers who played Chubbs by him.
Oh, nice. That's cool. So, but I think it's going to be Forrest Gump though. Here,
Yep,
right?
3-2 again.
Okay.
A lot of 3-2s tonight.
All right. Yeah.
I believe this is the first time Forrest Gump has been in tournament fights, I think, as well.
It's been here a couple of times, I think, but not very often.
Yeah, it was it was in the Best Picture series.
Yeah,
okay.
but like with about 6 people, we got a lot of 3-2 to me. Would have had more ties, but right. Next we got Be Kind Rewind going up against Fast Five. All right.
Ooh, interesting. Jordan, you're up first.
We had a little bit of action in here, and yeah, this was like pretty interesting because like I really liked Be Kind Rewind. I thought that it was fun, and it kind of like even has a little bit of that Napoleon Dynamite flair to it, like just like the tone, and yeah, it's fun just kind of seeing them recreate. They call it Sweeted. They like recreate these movies, Jurassic Park, and a bunch of other like popular movies, and then Ghostbusters. And they sell them to people. And Fast Five's great though. I mean, like Fast Five might be one of the best in the franchise. I want to say it's the first Fast and Furious with The Rock in it. I think, but yeah, but yeah, so it's just tough. But just because like R.I.P. Paul Walker, I really miss him. him, so I'll vote for Fast Five for Paul Walker. Yeah, but Chris.
This is kind of tough. I mean, I do like Be Quiet and Rewind, but Fast Five is great. I'm gonna go with that one, and yeah, also for the same reason as you.
Yeah, yeah. Like one of these days, I'd like to do like a tournament fights of like actors that were gone too soon that like died at like a younger age,
Yes.
That's
or
a
like
good,
famous
that's a good one.
like famous people in general. You can include the athletes and musicians, all of that stuff. So yeah. But Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I like Fast Five. I think it's one of my favorite Fast and Furious movies. I am sort of with Pez in not known as Tokyo Drift Love. I don't mind the movie, but I think Too Fast and Furious is still one of the better ones. But yeah, I really like Becoming Rewind. I think it's just sort of a kind of easy watch. It's a cool premise. Yeah, yeah, I sort of like these movies about like people making home movies. So yeah, and I think yeah, Jack Black and Mos Def, well at least that's what he was known at the time. Mos Def is they have really good they're good chemistry. So I'm gonna go Be Kind Rewind.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian.
I'll give it to Fast Five, the favorite Fast and Furious film.
Yeah, sounds good. We need some action in here, right? Jacob.
Man, I was really hoping he was going to vote for Be Kind Rewind so I could push it on through because I think this movie's underrated. I think it's really great. I think Jack
Yeah.
Black and Mos Def are wonderful together, and yeah, I think this movie is underseen, and more people should watch it. Be Kind Rewind would have got my vote, but Fast Five goes through once again with a 3-2 vote.
Yep, 3-2. I might have 3-2 is most of the night, maybe, but that'll be the end of that side. All right. So we'll fly over to the other side. See what we got here. Got Big Daddy versus Rocket Man.
There's Chris.
All right. So yeah, we're back to Chris. So what do you think?
Easy vote
Well,
for
we already know
me.
your thoughts
definitely.
about Rocket Man.
I already
Yeah.
made my point earlier. It is the inferior music movie. But Elton John's amazing. It just doesn't do a good job with it. But a Big Daddy's great. I love that movie so much. I'm going Big Daddy.
Yeah, and we'll see if Elton John stays retired. Like they say, this is his last tour he's doing, like for good. But we'll see. So, Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I think I haven't seen Rocket Man yet. I want to. I mean, well, eventually. Yeah, but Big Daddy is sort of like one of like Adam Sandler's like last like really quite good movies until he had that slump, and he was sort of known just for making movies with his friends so he can go on holiday. But yeah, this is actually real fun movie. It had a lot of heart to it. Yeah, I think the chemistry between Adam Sandler and Cole and Dylan Sprouse was pretty good. It's weird watching. Is it who's the guy that's doing most movies now? Like, is it Cole Sprouse or Dylan Sprouse? What Dylan Sprouse? Just watching him in movies
Yeah.
growing up.
Yeah.
Watching him in movies growing up now, it's weird to say. I'm like, oh, I remember you're the kid from Big Daddy.
What?
Yeah.
I can wipe my own ass.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Me too.
And yeah, I think it's really good. Yeah, and then I think it's really charming. Sounds really likable in this. And then because this movie, you know how he. I'm not going to show it on camera, but you know that trick he does where he like gets a bit of saliva and he makes it reach the ground and he swallows it back up.
Yeah,
I can do that.
What? Okay, we gotta see this.
No, I'm not doing that. No, not the show pony. Just saying you can do it.
Yeah. We'll take your word for it, Rich. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, because it taught me disgusting habits, I'm going to go Big Daddy.
Yeah. Sounds good.
First time that reason's been used.
Yeah. All right. Brian, what do you think?
Hip Hopopotamus. You're getting all the easy ones. I'm going big or big down this one. But I believe it's my second favorite Amazon performance. The whole Madonna scene, the whole kangaroo song. Kangaroo song, Big Daddy is.
All right, yeah. Uh, Jacob.
Yeah, Big Daddy is a lot of fun. It's one of the better Adam Sandler movies. But I think Rocket Man is amazing. I think Taron Egerton does a phenomenal job. That guy can sing. Um, and yeah, I love that it's more of a musical than a straight up music biopic. Like I think that really suits Elton John and kind of like his style. How every musical number is a sequence and not just a performance. I really enjoyed that addition to the movie. So I'll show some love to Rocket Man. Jordan.
Jordan. Mr.
Jordan,
Ellison.
you there?
Frozen.
I think he's frozen. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Looking
Yeah.
down.
Yeah.
We're just having all sorts of
When
technical fun
tabs open,
tonight.
so yeah. Yeah, when I have too many tabs open, it just does that. But yeah, I think. Well, I was pleasantly surprised by Rocket Man. Like I had a lot of fun with it. Like I actually didn't mind that it was in a musical style. Like it actually kind of worked for me oddly enough. It's weird. Some musicals work for me and some don't. But like I think it all comes down to maybe like the style of music, and you're doing Elton John style songs, and they're freaking great. And I turn at Edgerton, he can sing. Like he's got a great voice, but a Big Daddy's is awesome. Like it's so quotable. Like someone get the kid a Happy Meal, or like when they're in the courtroom, and like the old man, like Mr. Hurley or whatever, like keeps speaking up in there, like shut your mouth or I'll smack you through the wall like I did last time. It's a lot of soda, yeah. And then or like I can't remember what the person says when like Steve Buscemi, he's a homeless guy. He's like, "Ooh, I got to get me one of those, like a sugar mama or something like that."
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, there's like really funny and memorable quotes. Like I don't remember too much about Rocket Man other than like it's a musical based on Elton John, and Taron Egerton gives a great performance. But I remember a little more about Big Daddy. But also I've had more time with Big Daddy, so could be a little unfair, but still I'll vote Big Daddy. So I think it's Big Daddy going through.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, we'll move that through. Up next we got the Rugrats in Paris movie going up against the School of Rock. All right, it should be interesting. And is it Richie first? I think. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I laugh, but I actually find the Rugrats in Paris movie quite charming. I actually think all the Rugrats movies are pretty decent. Yeah, like beautiful what they are. I was like, yeah, I really like Rugrats in Paris. And I really like that, the story with Chucky wanting a mum. I think that's what I'm talking about. That's Rugrats in Paris, right? Yeah, I think it's a kind of a sweet story. But yeah, like School of Rock is one of my more accessible for me, at least. Richard Linklater films. I prefer when he doesn't sort of do these sort of achievement films. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, and I really love School of Rock. I think, and you couldn't have anybody else play. Is it Dewey? Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
You couldn't have anyone else but Jack
Schneebly.
Black. Yeah. This is like fantastic film.
Hi, I'm
And,
Ned Schneebly. Yeah.
yeah, quite a breakout role for him. So I'll go School of Rock, but I much love to Rugrats in Paris.
Yeah. Brian.
Oh, both on Nickelodeon movies actually. I will give this some to Rugrats. We've seen School Walk on multiple tournament fights. Might as well give one that hasn't really come up that much ever. So gotta go Rugrats Paris. And plus, I love the whole Godzilla fight sequence at the end in Paris.
Yeah. Sounds good. Jacob.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen Rugrats in Paris. Um, but School of Rock is a lot of fun. I think it's still Jack Black's best movie. Um, I don't understand though why they don't check IDs, and you can see that this man is
You're
not
gonna get hung
who
up
he
on that
says.
for the rest of the
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm not.
yeah,
It's the safety of kids, and this school sucks. Their principal, all she had to do was check an ID. Oh wait, you're not Mr. Schneebly. Get out.
yeah.
Well, they don't.
You'll
But
be
it's
on
a great
you'll be on
movie
your deathbed.
regardless. And shout out to the drummer.
You'll be on your
Oh, yeah.
deathbed and be like, "Oh, why did they check IDs?"
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Stupid school.
Damn IDs ruin an entire generation. Yeah. But yeah, like I do like the Rugrats movies. Part of me just wants to be like, come on, like the easy one, School of Rock here. But I like the movies because the TV show it's just a lot of the same thing. That like the kids just wander around the house. Maybe they get outside for a little adventure or something. There's a couple standout
words.
Yeah, there's a couple standout like episodes. I really like the Halloween episodes and stuff. But like the movies though, they give all the kids more to do and like some fun and adventures outside the house, and they up the production value. So like I will give them credit for that, but School of Rock's awesome. Like it still holds up. So let's rock today. So I'll go School of Rock.
Actually, I would argue that it doesn't hold up because schools nowadays check IDs.
Oh,
Yeah.
They made like a TV series on Nickelodeon as well.
I'm not a teacher. I wouldn't know, but Chris.
So my roommate last year for my birthday gave me a pair of air guitar strings, okay, from a School of Rock. So I got a special more item from that movie. So I got to go School of Rock. Although, yeah, I agree. The Rugrat movies are great. They're a lot of fun, and the TV show was a lot of fun as a kid. But yeah, you're right. They do a good job of expanding what those characters do and kind of how they come to life more. But School of Rock is classic.
Yeah,
wait, you got air guitar strings? Like so, basically, you got like is that just tantamount to getting nothing?
Air.
You know what? Thanks. Thanks, okay.
Yeah.
I don't get cool gifts like you do, Richie. Okay.
That's when you're.
By the way, my birthday is coming up on the 28th. You could send me nothing for my birthday, Richie. Okay.
Oh well, that's what I was planning to do.
It's already in the mail.
Yeah. Well, it's the equivalent of like your roommate being like, "Oh shit, today's your birthday. Oh, I forgot. Here's some air guitar strings. Here you go." Yeah. So, but Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I voted first. I voted School of Rock.
Oh, yeah.
School of Rock.
Cool. School of Rock. All right, but I think that the Rugrats also just really appeals more to like 90s kids. If you were a kid in the 90s, you're gonna relate to
Rugrats is great.
But,
Rugrats is great.
Actually, the show was in 2001, and also my number 8's gone.
well, it's in 2001, but like the
Yeah.
show was mostly 90s, is what I mean. Yeah. but we got the producers going up against the Joker.
And that is the remake of the producers.
No.
That's 2001.
Yeah. The 2005 remake, yeah. So, and I think it's Richie first, or
No,
I went first last
it's
time.
Brian.
Last time it was Brian.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
Yeah, this is a very good matchup. Like a comic book versus a musical. Recent Jerk came up multiple times. I'll give some love to the producers on this one.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, Joker has shown up a lot, and for good reason. It is a great movie. Joaquin Phoenix, one of the best performances in quite a while, I think. But I like the producers. I think it's a lot of fun. I think Matthew Broderick and Nathan Lane are really great together. Will Ferrell is hilarious, and just kind of the story of trying to, scam their way into a lot of money by creating one of the biggest flops. It's a fun time. And I like the way they expand on it because the original is only it's some less than 90 minutes, I think, and this one I think is pushing 2 hours. So they really add a lot to it. And I think the songs are fun. Joker might be the better movie, but I have more fun with the producers. So I'm gonna go with the producers.
Yeah. I've never seen the producers. And it's not really one that like I'm like rushing out to see. Like I'll get around to it eventually, but I'm just not like that enthused to really see it. I don't know. Like, but they got a solid cast though. I mean, and he put in Nathan Lane. He's great at musicals. Even Matthew Broderick. So yeah, but the Joker, the Joker's the near masterpiece. Like Todd Phillips. So from the director of The Hangover or Road Trip, and then some comedies. Then he has an amazing drama, which is what it is. Like I don't even really consider the Joker to be a superhero movie. It's just like about this drama
story
about a specific character. Yeah. So yeah, and like there's so many little nuanced things like just from the way he laughs, from the movements, from like the dialogue is just like some of the best I've seen in a movie in years. So yeah, I got to go with the Joker. So, Chris,
I don't actually care for the remake to producers. The original is 1,000 times better. But the Joker is a classic, and it keeps getting hit after hit for a reason. I mean that transformation is mind blowing. The writing's incredible. Everything about this movie is solid, and I love the callback to Taxi. That's all I'll say on that.
Taxi
It's-
driver.
I feel like
It shows
Taxi
callback
Driver.
to callback,
Taxi Driver.
Taxi
Yeah.
Driver, yes. Taxi Driver.
I thought it was
Taxi's
a
a TV
sitcom.
show.
Yeah.
call back to the wacky comedy.
No, it's
with-
a Taxi with Queen Latifah
Queen
and
Latifah,
yeah.
to be
Yeah,
fair.
yeah.
Exactly.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like it reminds me a lot of Danny DeVito and Christopher Lloyd and all those guys, right? Yeah, but Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, I didn't really care for the producers either, but I haven't watched it in a while, so maybe I need to give it another try. Yeah, so I mean, I'm just biased. I'm not really a musical guy anyway. So I'll go with the one that is the sequel's rumored to be a musical, which I don't know if I'm looking forward to.
Yeah,
I don't know if that was just a rumor or not. We'll see what happens. But yeah, look, I do think Lady Gaga would make a good Harley Quinn. I'll say that. So I'm looking forward to it. And I just recently purchased the Blu-ray, so I'll go Joker.
yeah, sounds good. So is it the Joker?
3-2.
Yes.
Okay. Another 3-2. All right.
Again.
Yep.
Ooh, Jan
Yep,
Silent
well-
Bob Strike Back. Heck yes.
Yeah, Jason and Bob Strike Back going up against Dodgeball.
Oh shit, that's pretty hard.
So here's a good comedy matchup. Ooh, all right.
Yeah, one that I don't know. I don't think we got this one on the comedy, but they were both represented.
I think both
Yeah,
of
we
them
just-
were on the episode, I think.
They were. I
They
don't
were
think
there.
we have the specific matchup.
Okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's me first. I still haven't seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, so I will go with the one that is hopefully going to get a sequel if Ben Stiller can get on board, and that it will be Dodgeball.
Yeah, we need a sequel like big time for this. But yeah, and I've only seen Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back once, but I really want to see it again because the movie's really great. I just don't remember as much about the movie, but Dodgeball I've seen it at least a dozen times or more, and it's so good. Like from Jason Bateman playing Pepper Brooks, which is probably my favorite character in the movie. But there's so many great characters, and like just seeing them like try to dodge wrenches and all the the training and like taking this thing that's such a simple game like dodgeball and then like making it into like this extreme kind of crazy like over the top sport. It's just really great. Like me and some friends for a little bit, we were like big into Foursquare for a little bit, so like we did some like over the top thing. We made some jerseys and we made some little headband that said Foursquare or die on them, and I got really into it and just had fun with it. And it was kind of like a lot of it inspired by dodgeball. So I'll go with dodgeball. But Chris,
Dodgeball is really good, but I love a Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. I've probably seen it 25 times. I think it's a freaking hilarious movie. Great writing, amazing acting. Cameos in this are incredible. The music is spot on. It's a great movie.
Yeah. Sounds good. Richie, what do you think?
Yeah, look, I like Dodgeball a lot. Yeah, I own it, but I also own James Silent Bob Strike Back. Yeah, I just think it's it's a great road trip movie, great everything. I think it's one of Kevin Smith's favorite comedies. So just by a hair, because I do love Dodgeball, I'll go James Silent Bob Strike Back.
Yeah, and Brian.
Yeah, I
Comes
don't go
down to
face as
you.
well, but wherever I'll go with dodgeball. Seen it earlier than Jason Bob. So dodgeball.
All right, sounds good. Dip, duck, dive, dodge, and dodge.
Another 3-2 vote.
Wow.
Yeah, another 3-2. We've been pretty split. Yeah. We got the Outsiders on here going up into Beetlejuice, a couple of 80s.
There you go, Jacob Tim Burton.
Yeah, so, and I believe it's me first. And, yeah, so, let's see.
Is someone getting dive bombed by a plane?
I don't know. But yeah, Beetlejuice I saw for the first time, like, very recently. I probably only saw it about a year ago, and like, it was good. Like, I really like all the effects and like everything, the tone. I think that like the best two things about it were definitely Michael Keaton's performance as Beetlejuice, but then also Tim Burton's directing, the style that he brought to it. I thought was really cool. And I still think we could have a sequel because I mean, you just take Michael Keaton and you just put him in some makeup. Like I mean, you can make him look like damn near the same. So, but
there's talk of Johnny Depp in the sequel as well. So
yeah, like, I'd be down for that. Yeah, but the Outsiders, like I remember, like at least for us Idaho kids, they made us read the Outsiders in middle school, and that let us watch the movie, and it has a pretty amazing cast. I mean, Ralph Macchio, Patrick Swayze, Rob Lowe, Emilio Estevez, Tom Cruise, Matt Dillon, like just all those guys and yeah, like it's a stacked cast, and I think that I actually find myself going back to the Outsiders because I absolutely love the book, and so it made me enjoy the movie that much more. So I think I got to go with the Outsiders. So, Chris.
I love the Beetlejuice. I love Beetlejuice, but yeah, man, I like you. I remember reading the book in school, and I also remember watching the movie, and the movie was perfectly cast. It's a phenomenal movie. I got to go with the Outsiders.
I think the Outsiders was that directed by Francis Ford Coppola. I think.
Yes, it was.
I think it was. Yeah. So that's cool. But Brian.
No, hey, what up? Hey, hello.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh, Richie is a vote.
Sorry, Richie. I do that from time to time. I like fall asleep at the wheel. So yeah.
Fine, Richie, you can vote.
Richie.
Yeah.
I guess.
I own both these movies. Yeah, Outsiders is pretty good, but I find myself going back to Beetlejuice more, so I'll go Beetlejuice.
Yeah, and I'm still here. So, Brian.
Okay. Yeah, I'll go to Beetlejuice. It still holds up to this day. The score's fantastic. Even though the prosthetic makeup's fantastic, so Beetlejuice for me.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, the Outsiders jumped out to an early 2-0 lead here, but I'm going Beetlejuice. That come from behind victory. It's Tim Burton. I love Tim Burton, as you guys know. He's one of my favorite directors. I think Michael Keaton is fantastic. I love the story. I love the world that he was able to build here, and I think it's great. It's one of my favorite movies. So I will go with Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Beetlejuice.
So
Beetlejuice
come from behind victory. Yeah. You have
He
to
didn't
say it
show
3
up.
times, and he'll show up. Also, I grew up with the animated series. I don't know if anyone ever saw the animated series. It's pretty
Yes,
good.
animated series was so good.
It was a Saturday
Yes.
morning cartoon. Yeah.
Speaking of animated, go. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Beavis and Butthead Do America. We got some cornholios there going.
Oh
Going
man,
Pee-wee's Big
This is a great
Adventure.
matchup.
All right. Yeah.
Oh,
This is
dude,
awesome.
this is easy for me.
Which road trip movie do you adventure movie do you want?
Yeah, right. Yep. Who does America better? And who's up first? No,
Chris.
Chris. Okay.
Sluts. There'll be lots of sluts.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta go with Beavis and Butthead Do America. That's an easy one for me. Come on now.
Yeah. Richie.
No, yeah, fun matchup here. I really like both movies, but yeah, I think I go back to Beavis and Butthead more because I think it was one of the first that you made, cartoons I really liked as a kid. Probably shouldn't have watched it as a kid, but parenting's not good. And
Oh,
anyway,
okay.
but yeah, and
Who needs parents?
I'm glad that I'm glad that Beavis and Butthead's back on the air. I really like the movie as well.
So good.
It's really good. Yeah, so I'll go Beavis and Butthead Do America.
Yeah, sounds good. Brian, what do you think?
yeah. Pete's Big Adventure is probably classic for me, but I'll go to be his butthead. I love the humor. The whole quest is to find TV, breaking the school, stealing the TV. Bruce Willis Bruce Willis to be more of the villains, and at the end, their neighbor gets arrested for having chips.
Oh yeah, Bruce Willis.
Yeah, I'll give it to Beavis Butthead on this one.
Yeah, amazing cast in this movie.
Yeah. Jacob? Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll be the
yeah.
contrarian here and kind of go against what everyone else is saying. I mean, not saying Beavis and Butthead Do America isn't good, because it absolutely is, but I think Pee-wee's Big Adventure is just as good. And so, since Beavis and Butthead is already moving on, I'll show some love to Pee-wee.
Yeah, and my computer does not like me opening tabs tonight. I don't know. It's like freezing me up, but
Not allowed.
So yeah, yeah. He said wood. Or like there's just so many that just like just moments that just make me laugh. Like for whatever reason, like Beavis and but they're so stupid. But they just hit like
They're so amazing.
Like Funny Bone for me, where like them just like when they're on the like bus with all the old people and they're like,
Oh yeah.
like hitting on all the old ladies on the bus, or
Yes.
like when Beavis ends up in the White House, he's like getting on the phone. He's like I'm the great cornholio. I need some TP for my bung hole, and like it's just good stuff. And then like it's great having him back, which I watched the first like 7 episodes, and then I kind of just got distracted with some other stuff. I need to go back and watch them all. So now I'm excited to have a whole slew of episodes to go watch. And the movie was actually really, really solid. Beavis and Butthead do the universe. That was awesome
Yes.
too. So yeah, and Pee-wee's Big Adventure is fine. If we had Austin on here, he'd be showing a lot of love for it and like telling us why it's great. But
it'd be hard for involved with these this whole matchup. So.
Yeah, but would have remember this was on here. Would have worn my Beavis and Butthead shirt because I got a shirt of them sitting poolside, and he's got the nachos, and then the other one has the Slurpee. So, but yeah, Beavis and Butthead for sure,
Dude, and Robert Stack is the agent. So good.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
I just
Yeah.
shout out for that one.
The old lady.
Oh,
Yeah.
for sure. Yep. Horace Leachman, yeah. But up next we got Ace Ventura Nature College. Yes. I'm going up against.
Well,
yeah.
The Curse of Were Around It. Oh.
Yeah, we're also going Curse of the Were Rabbit. So we'll see what you guys think. Who's up first? Is there
Richie?
all right. I'll do this one, and then I got to go to trivia, but I might pop back in after I've done.
Sure. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, what a way to go out on. Look, yeah, I don't get your love, and obviously, and evidently Brian's love for Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. I think the movie sucks.
I laugh so hard I cry when I watch this.
Yeah, Pet Detective is way better. I don't get this movie at all. And Wallace and Gromit, I like Wallace and Gromit. It's charming, and Curse of the Were-Rabbit's a good movie, so I'll go Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah. Well,
I'll be back later on, man.
Sure, sounds good. See you later, Richie.
Yeah,
Brian.
For me, when Nature Calls is one of my favorite comedy sequels of all time. The first one, I'm not a big fan of Ace Ventura, but this one, not by talks off laughing so hard. I'll give it to Ace Ventura: Nature Calls.
Yeah. Jacob, what do you think?
Well, I have not seen either of the Ace Ventura movies, so I guess pretty easily I'm going to go with The Curse of the Were-Rabbit.
We better hurry and then watch those movies before the third one comes out, right?
If it does
they're not making probably, but you never know. Yeah, but yeah, like I just love Ace Ventura just because it just makes me laugh so hard. Just like all the stuff when they get to the guys like whatever that like place with the guy that has all like the exotic animals mounted on his wall, and then they're like interacting with all those old people, like the old snooty people at the party. Like, and you must be the Monopoly man. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. And he's like doing it from his butt, and then just like making all kinds of crazy, just weird sound effects, or like doing the thing in the projector, like wee 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 honk 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 honking the nipples, doing all that. I ho silver away. Like for me, like all that stuff just hits really hard, and it's because of the way Ace Ventura delivers it. Because maybe if it would have been someone else doing it, it would have been kind of stupid. But yeah, the way Ace Ventura delivers everything, it just so good. Like the Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, that whole entire scene, which is improvised, which is pretty cool. So, but The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, I mean, it's fun. It's definitely the best Wallace and Gromit movie that I've seen in it, and I do love the animation style. I think it's a lot of fun, but yeah, like I just love Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls, so I got to give it to that. Chris?
I don't get the love for Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls. I love the first one, but the second one starts out pretty good in some places, but it just kind of gets stupid. And I love that character, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the sequel that I like. But I love Wallace and Gromit. I love everything Wallace and Gromit. It's incredible artwork. Just voices are solid. The characters are amazing. Just it's a Wallace and Gromit. Do we need to say anything else? No.
Yeah. Well,
a tie.
You have a tie, right?
No, it's not, because Richie voted for Wallace and Gromit before he left.
True. Okay, so it's Wallace and Gromit.
Yes.
I'm never gonna get any love like Brian. You're my only supporter for Ace Ventura.
One of these days.
Yeah.
One of these days.
Get enough people on there, you'll be like, okay, Chris, you can't be on here.
Watch it, Jacob. Come on. See how funny it is. But anyways, we got Grandma's Boy going up against Peggy Sue Got Married. So, and then
Brian.
who's up first now? Brian. Okay.
Yeah. This is I'm going with Grandma's Boy on this one. It's one of the best animated films made. That's all Sandler. That's Sandler.
Yeah. Sounds good. And also, Peggy Sue Got Married, another Jim Carrey movie. He's in that. But
Yeah, there he is.
Jacob, what do you think?
Never seen Peggy Sue Got Married, so I'll go with Grandma's Boy. Pretty decent comedy. Plenty of laugh out loud moments in Grandma's Boy. So,
yeah. Yeah. I've also never seen a Peggy Sue Got Married. It's just not one that I'm like rushing out to go see. Maybe someday, but I haven't yet. But yeah, Grandma's Boy is great. Like it's really solid. Like, and it's one of the few movies that Nick Swartzen actually wrote. He wrote the script for it, and it actually worked really well compared to some of his other ones that are like really terrible. But you watch some of his podcast appearances, you can find him. There's like he was on with Theo Vaughn. He was on with I think Andrew Santino, a few of those guys, and like talks about some of the movies that he wrote. And yeah, like it's a fun cast. I mean, you even have cameos from like Jonah Hill and Linda Cardellini and stuff. So yeah, it's fun. So I'll vote for Grandma's Boy. Chris?
I have never seen Peggy Sue Got Married, but I'm definitely intrigued. But I mean, I don't love Grandma's Boy like everyone else does. I think it's decent. I don't think it's amazing, but for that reason, because I've seen it, I would go with Grandma's Boy. But with that being said, guys, I will be right back.
Sure. Yeah. No worries. All right, we'll move on to the next one. We got Captain America: Civil War. I just used that alternate poster
I like
for
that
fun.
one.
Yeah, going up against the comic, which is like I'm not sure when that movie came out.
It was
But
in the 60s. It's like a biopic about
Oh.
a son actor.
okay, yeah, sounds good.
But like,
Yeah, Van Dyke and Mickey Rooney. Yeah. So Jacob, you're up first. So.
Yeah, I've never heard of the comic, but Dick Van Dyke, it's got my interest, and I'll have to seek it out and see if it's available somewhere to
it's on
watch.
YouTube, I believe. for free.
Nice.
Yeah.
You just got to deal with ads every 12 minutes.
Yeah. Right. Sure.
But Civil War up until recently was my favorite MCU movie. It's still top 3. I think it's great. I think that airport scene is a lot of fun. I think that final fight between Bucky and Cap and Iron Man is probably still one of the best fight scenes in the MCU. I love the story. Just I think performance wise, I think it might be Robert Downey Jr.'s best. I go between that and Iron Man 3 for which one I like more. But
yeah,
he's really good in this one, and just seeing so many characters on screen. Like I'm a comic book movie guy. I'm not a comic book guy, but so what I know of these characters is from the movies, but still seeing all of them on screen together. Like we thought the Avengers was a big moment. I thought this was just as big. So I'm gonna go with Civil War, but the comic does intrigue me.
Yeah, and the comic intrigues me also. I haven't seen it, but I have met Dick Van Dyke before at a Comic-Con. But it's after I'd already spent like all my money on 6 other photo ops that I couldn't get a picture with him, but I went and shook his hand. He's a really nice guy, so it was fun to actually meet him. But yeah, Civil War. Like I've actually thought about it, and like I'm pretty sure it's my favorite Marvel movie of all time. Like the more and more that I think about this, of these movies, yeah. Like even over Spider-Man, this is the movie that actually introduced Tom Holland's Spider-Man to the MCU. Like it's freaking great. I used to have a shirt before. I wore it about 100 times and it got worn out. But it said Underoos and it had the Tom Holland Spider-Man on there because like when Tony Stark calls him, he's like Underoos. So and it's written in like the Spider-Man font and everything. So that was a cool shirt. But and yeah, the airport scene's great. They also introduced a Black Panther also too, which is cool. So you got the first appearance of 2 characters and that ending fight scene, man, it just gets me every single time. It's just like so powerful, but between Tony Stark and Captain America and Bucky, like man, like things are gonna nearly kill each other, like just going at it so hard against each other. And like I think that it's also fun to just see them fighting each other too. I mean, we need to have some big villain. The villain that you do have with Baron Zemo, he's great too. Like he's not like a big strong villain that like fights up against them or anything, but he's very calculating and very methodical, and he has all these ways to just pit them against each other. So yeah, and I'm glad we got to see him again in the Cap and Bucky series. So yeah, like Civil War is like very high on my list, and eventually when we do our MCU ranking, which we're gonna do a definitive MCU ranking after the next Ant-Man movie comes out, that like this is gonna be really high on my list. For now, it's at number one, but we'll see. Like that kind of changes because it's that one by a sliver of a hair compared to a few other movies. So I got to think about it a little bit. But yeah, Civil War is great. So look for that. So it will be Civil. Oh wait, Chris, you're back.
Chris
So.
and Ryan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ran right up to the wire. So I actually have never seen the comic. It looks really, it looks like a stacked cast. I mean, God, I love Civil War. But I mean, you know what? I'm actually gonna go for the one that I have not seen actually, because the cast sounds amazing to me. So I'm gonna go with the comic. Even though, Civil War is a freaking great movie. I mean, there's no question about that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, well, Brian.
I'll go Civil War, my second favorite MCU film.
Yeah. Sounds good then. It'll be Civil War and moving on. All right. Then up next we have the first Addams Family going up against Shrek 2.
Ooh.
Right. Yeah. So
I'm glad you go first, Jordan, because now I have some time to think.
Oh, it's me. All right. Yeah, like I might need a minute too. Surprisingly, like I wouldn't think so, but Shrek 2 is actually my favorite Shrek movie out of all of them. I think it's a great villain with the fairy godmother, and then that scene where they're playing holding out for a hero, and he's just racing to go save the princess. It's a really cool scene, and then also like seeing a donkey get transformed into a steed. She called me a steed, and like seeing him as the white horse. That's fun too. So, you know what? Like I love the Addams Family too, and this is really close. But I think I got to give it to Shrek 2 here. So yeah. Chris.
So kind of like earlier when I said that if it had been Addams Family, the first one, I would have gone for it. That's definitely how it is for me here. I mean, I like Shrek 2, but I like the original Shrek better, for sure. So my vote definitely goes for the Addams Family.
Yeah. Well, Brian, what do you think?
I'm gonna go Shrek 2. I love the sequels better than the first. So you get the whole alpha sequel sequence, and you get the introduction for Boots.
Yeah. Yep. That's a lot of fun. So, Jacob, what do you think?
Yeah, this one's close. I think Shrek 2 is a great sequel. So I wrestle with which one I like more between that and the first one. But the Addams Family is also great. I think Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Fester is fantastic. Raul, Julia, Angela, yeah, like the cast is great. I'm gonna go with the Addams Family.
Ooh, all right. So we have a tie then. Is that what? Or yeah. So I think the tiebreaker.
And you thought you wouldn't get a tiebreaker vote.
I know.
Jordan.
So I thought. I thought that, but somebody dropped out. I don't know if that's good or bad, but yeah, because I could easily switch the. Did the Addams Family Values make it? Like it didn't.
No, it didn't.
So yeah, I think we got to have at least one Addams Family in here. So I'm going to switch it. I'll go with the Addams Family because there's a razor thin margin.
It's a tough matchup.
So the Addams Family, let's go. Yeah, but the Addams Family always seems like a movie that would be a Tim Burton movie, but it's not. But
very solid film.
It's like that style. Yeah. But we have A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood up against Anchorman. Both wearing red, kind of like jackets and a tie. Who's up first now?
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris. Okay.
So I love Anchorman, but I got to go with A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. I didn't really know what to expect that movie. And, I always remember watching the show as a kid, but that movie was so many layers. And I remember seeing it. I'm glad I did at one of the smaller theaters, but it blew me away. It is still stuck with me today. It is a powerful movie. I'm gonna definitely go with a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah, I still remember the exact moment and where I was, what I was doing when I heard the news that Fred Rogers died. For whatever reason, I just remember that. I was a senior in high school, like walking to in between classes. So yeah,
Yeah.
but Brian, what do you
We
think?
see Anchorman all these matches recently, so I'll give a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Social love for it.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I do enjoy both these movies. A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is really good. I think it's marketed a little poorly because you go in expecting like this, Tom Hanks to be at the forefront when really he's a supporting character, and like it's not really about Mr. Rogers. It's about what he means to this reporter and kind of
Yeah.
their interaction. So like I think that's just like one of the nitpicks I have against it. Although it doesn't take anything away from the movie, I just like, hey, like that poster is not what the movie is. But Anchorman, it's hilarious, so quotable. One of my favorite comedies, and probably my favorite comedy of the 2000s. I go back and forth between that and Step Brothers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know what? We have seen Anchorman a lot. Let's show some more love to Tom Hanks because he doesn't get enough love apparently.
Apparently, yeah.
Nope,
Yeah.
not at all.
Not as much here.
He doesn't know what
on
he's doing.
on tournament fights, maybe, but yeah, right. Yeah, he has no idea. Terrible actor, yeah, or not, but yeah, like this one's interesting too because I kind of have the same nitpick. Is that you think that the Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood is going to be all about Mr. Rogers, but then it's about this reporter trying to write an article and like the way that he's affected by Fred Rogers, but also kind of goes in to the effect he had on all of us too. Like it just makes you kind of think about it, like how unique of a person he actually was, and there's not a lot of people like that. I mean, there's some maybe, but not
Right.
exactly the way he was. But I mean, Anchorman's great, and for Rankum this Saturday, since I'm going to be on it with
Same.
Brian, like it's going to be like maybe like near the top of the list, right up there with Step Brothers, because Will Ferrell, he really dominated the 2000s as far as comedies go. Like he was really, really solid. Like even with Saturday Night Live and his movies that he was in, and just because I prefer the documentary "Won't You Be My Neighbor" more. Like the documentary made me cry. Like it's one of the few that I've seen in theaters. And like when I saw the documentary, like I didn't just like shed a few tears. I was like bawling my eyes out, like watching that thing, because like Mr. Rogers was a huge part of my childhood. So I kind of prefer that a little more. So just because of that, I'm gonna vote for Anchorman. I'll give it some love. But-
We got. Chris,
No,
what did you vote for?
A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
And
Yes, it's 3-1, right?
Do
3-1.
For Beautiful Day?
Yeah, so did I.
Yeah.
Okay.
For
3-1.
Yep, for Beautiful Day, yeah. So up next we got the Muppet movie up against Homeward Bound 2, Lost in San Francisco. So, is it
Brian?
Yep.
Brian first? Okay.
Yeah. For me, Horror Bound 2 is a childhood classic of mine. So the Muppet movie. Gotta go Horror Bound. I'll go with it earlier. I saw it, so Horror Bound 2.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, I can't remember if I've seen Homeward Bound 2. I know I've seen the first one a few times, and I really enjoy it. But I can't remember if I've seen Homeward Bound 2. The original Muppet movie, I think, is wonderful. It's slowly becoming like that go-to, just like feel-good movie. Like when I just want to sit down and just watch something that if I'm just kind of in a poor mood or whatever, like the Muppet movie is becoming that movie. Like it's just fun. It's a fun road trip movie. It's a fun like origin story for the Muppets and how they came to be, and it's just it's great from the opening song all the way through. And it's one of my favorite movies. Like it slowly crept its way up into my top 50, and it gets higher every time I watch it. So I'm gonna go with the Muppet movie.
Yeah. Mana, mana, ba, ba, na, na, na. Mana, mana, ma, na, 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 na. Yeah. I don't really have too much to say because
roll film.
yeah, because I like the first Homeward Bound way better than Homeward Bound 2. So I'll go with the Muppet movie. Yeah. Chris.
I'm actually gonna give some love for Homeward Bound 2. I love that movie. I think the first one was great, but I actually liked the sequel more. Yeah.
Ooh, all right. So that means we have one last tie.
We have a tie again, and we're back down to the bottom.
Chris.
Homeward Bound 2, baby.
Oh man. Who would have thought Homeward Bound 2 Lost in San Francisco would be in the second round? But here we are.
Let's do this.
Crazier things have happened on tournament fights. And I think that's the last. Oh, no. It's not the last. We have two more.
Ooh, the Goofy
nice.
movie.
What's it going up against?
Seriously?
National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
That's not fair.
Part 1. Christmas Vacation Part 1.
Yeah.
Vacation, the first one. Because
I could have sworn
Vacation was in Part 1, I remember.
Well, I mean, we can talk about Vacation if that's what you meant to have. I'm gonna double check what you sent me, but
I never put Vacation on there. I double checked my list.
Let me see. Well, who's up first though?
I am.
Okay. Because I have it here. Let me see. Well, I had it until my note app decided to wig out on me. Okay. Well, my internet's being weird and my note app's being weird. So, I mean, if you say it's the first one, we can just go with the first. I could have sworn that you had Vacation, the first one, on Part 1.
That was
and then you had this one. All right. Well, the Goofy movie versus National Lampoon's Vacation. I guess it's not Christmas Vacation. So, but what do you think, Jacob?
Either way, it doesn't change my vote because I've never seen Vacation, and Christmas Vacation. I'm just lukewarm on. But a Goofy movie, another one that's in my favorites. I think this is a really good movie, and I think it's a one that both adults and kids can watch. As a kid, you're like, come on, Goofy, just let Max be with his friends. And as an adult, you're like, come on, Max, just spend some time with your dad. But yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. It's for whatever reason, Pauly Shore is uncredited in this movie, even though like it's probably his best role. Because I think he's just a lot of fun. I think the music is fun. I think it's one of the better soundtracks. Tevin Campbell as Powerline. Dude's got an incredible voice. I'm gonna go with the Goofy movie.
So after looking it up, Brian, you have both Christmas Vacation and the original Vacation on here. They're both there. So I think this actually would be Vacation because I'll bet anything Vacation is the next matchup. I'll bet. So, but yeah, for me, like a Goofy movie's fun and like my favorite part of it is the Powerline stuff. Like if we listen to each other, like the couple of songs from Powerline are great and like it's a road trip movie, like, and it's fun. I mean, but it's nothing that I just go crazy for. I mean, but A Christmas Vacation, man, I can quote that movie from beginning to end, especially the Aunt Bethany stuff, like Grace, Grace passed away 40 years ago. No, the blessing. Say the blessing, and it'll definitely show up on our best awkward family moments that we're going to be doing for our Thanksgiving episode. So I'll vote for A Christmas Vacation. Chris.
I love the Goofy movie, but it's Christmas Vacation. Come on now, it seriously is a phenomenal movie.
Yeah,
Absolutely Christmas Vacation.
yeah. Gee, Eddie, I wouldn't be more surprised if I woke up tomorrow with my head sewn to the carpet. He's like,
Yes.
"Are you surprised to see me?" Yeah, yeah, it's good stuff. But Brian,
I'm more of a Goofy movie. I'll go with Goofy movie on this one. It's a
mm,
great film, great music. Go with that.
yeah. Well, we have a tie again,
And stay
and
with Goofy
Brian,
movie.
right?
Stay with
Yeah,
Goofy movie.
all right.
Ah,
Man, yeah, because that Christmas Vacation's so good. I don't know.
yeah.
I'm kind of sad about that one, but it's all
I am, dude.
right.
It's one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time.
yeah. Like
Although Die Hard is the
one of
best.
the greatest. Yeah. Go Back to the Future versus Corinna. Okay, all right. And is it Jacob this
Jordan,
time?
up
Okay,
to
it's me.
you.
Okay. So I've never seen Corinna like it just I don't know like I don't even really know that much about it. Just doesn't seem like my type of movie, but I've never seen it, so I wouldn't know. I know it's got Ray Liotta and Whoopi Goldberg, but that's it. I just like gathered that information from the poster there, just being Captain Obvious reading the poster. But Back to the Future is an all-time uh, classic, and for me, like it might be the greatest trilogy of all time. Like the for me, it's up there with like Lord of the Rings as far as trilogies go. But yeah, so and one of these days I'll break out my Marty McFly cosplay where I have the like puffy jacket, the rainbow hat from Back to the Future 2. I have the like the self lacing Nike shoes, all that stuff. I even have the calculator watch, which I do have on today. But yeah, so I am gonna vote Back to the Future. So Chris, what do you think?
I have never seen Corinna, but Back to the Future is phenomenal. I
Yeah.
gotta definitely go with Back to the Future.
Yeah. Brian?
Back to the Future on this one.
Yeah. And Jacob?
Yeah, I've never seen Corinna, so Back to the Future pretty easily.
Yep. Back to the Future it is. All right. So we got a couple more. We got Anastasia
Ooh.
up against Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. A couple of family movies here. So yeah. So it'll be Brian first.
Gotta go Anastasia. The music is so good on this one. The animation's great. Anastasia.
Yeah. Jacob?
This one's tough because these are both really good. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is just a lot of fun. Anastasia, kind of an underrated animated movie with some fun music. I think I gotta go. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids though. But it's close.
Yeah. Yeah, this is an interesting matchup. Like Anastasia is the really underrated animated movie. Is it a Disney movie? I'm not even sure if it's Disney. I don't know for sure, but Fox. Okay, yeah, but yeah, and that's really great music. Like even during Christmas time, I have Once Upon a December on my Christmas playlist, so that'll come up from time to time. But man, Rick Moranis is a national treasure, and I just want to know like when the release date is for this next Honey I Shrunk the Kids movie because I want it now or series. I don't know if it's a movie or a series, but like we just need more Rick Moranis. So yeah, like how about Honey I Shrunk the Kids? Chris?
I like Anastasia, but Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is a great movie. Dating myself, I remember the time going to Universal and you had like the behind the scenes, like the movie magic kind of show or whatever.
Oh yeah,
And part of one of the things was involved was Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. So like they
It was
had
Disney.
like the giant
What
ants
it
and
was.
stuff. It was
Disney
freaking
style.
cool as hell.
Yeah.
Um,
So
So I gotta go with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah, remember the 3D movie where make it feel like there's mice crawling across your feet and all that stuff.
Yes.
And then when the like dog shakes, you can feel the water spraying on you. All that.
Yes.
Yeah. It's a fun time. So, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. And moving on. All right.
Yep.
We have Stuart Little 2 going up against Parenthood. Okay.
Rick Moranis.
Yeah, another Rick Moranis. Yeah, true. And I think it's Jacob, right? Or is it me?
Jacob.
No, it's me.
Yeah.
Yeah, another easy one. I don't think I've ever seen Parenthood, so I'm gonna go with Stuart Little 2. It's a decent little sequel. It was harmless movies that you can have some fun with.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know that much about the Stuart Little movies. I saw the first one because of Michael J. Fox, but I was just kind of like, yeah. So I was just like they're okay, but there's nothing that really like did that much for me. But and actually I've never seen Parenthood. Like if I were to prep for this episode and I would have had a little more time, I would have watched probably Parenthood out of the ones I haven't seen because I'm a big Steve Martin fan. And if Rick Moranis is also in it, then I'm sold. So
also has Keanu Reeves.
Oh yeah, well I'm even more sold because I'm a huge Keanu Reeves fan. So yeah, let's go with Parenthood. I need to watch them though. I might even watch it after this, maybe. So yeah, Parenthood. Chris.
I have not seen Parenthood in a while, but I do remember loving it. But actually, Jacob, I'm going to give some love as well to Stuart Little 2. I think they're both fun movies, and I think Stuart Little 2 kind of takes it up a little bit. So I'm going to go with Stuart Little 2.
Sounds good. Brian, what's it going to be?
Let's make another tie. Parenthood.
Ooh, we got another tie. So, Jacob, you have the tiebreaker.
I do, and I'm going to stick with Stuart Little 2 because it's the movie I've seen.
Oh, yeah, true. You haven't seen the other one.
I think that's the last round one matchup, is it?
I think there might be, yeah.
No, that's it. Now we can fly through.
Yeah, and for some reason, I don't remember seeing National Lampoon's Vacation. Did we?
It was part one was Vegas at Christmas, so
cover that one. I don't know.
Well,
not there.
Yeah,
maybe it's in part one, but I have it ranked at number 69 on your list. 69.
Nice.
Oh, that's from the original list. So yeah. Actually, you're right. National Lampoon's Vacation was on part one. So, yep. I just noticed that now. So, we are on to round 2. Let's see. We have
these make the championship.
Yeah. So the winners of the next round. That's right. Yeah, because the Sweet 16 will advance. So we'll see what's going to be in the Brian's championship. So we got Just Friends going
down
up
for you.
Harold Kumar. Cool. I appreciate that. That helps. Don't have to go back and rewatch the episode. And is it me first, or is it? Are we back to Chris? Okay, it's me. Yeah. So this one's pretty easy. I think Just Friends is fun, and I do like it, but it doesn't hold a candle to Harold Kumar Go to White Castle for me. I'm a massive Harold Kumar fan, so I got to go Harold Kumar. Chris.
I like Just Friends, but I'm with you. I got to go with Harold and Kumar.
Yeah. Brian?
I'll go Just Friends.
Yeah. Jacob?
And I'll make it a tie, although I think I know where you're going, Jordan.
Yeah, it's going to be Harold and Kumar, yeah. Man, Ryan Reynolds just can't catch a break, can I? No.
I think he's
every other movie. Yeah, he's doing fine. We got E.T. versus Airplane. All right, Chris.
This is for me where Airplane gets left behind. E.T. is a phenomenal film.
Yeah, well, at least we're talking about the movie Airplane and not that movie Left Behind with I forget, with Nick Cage. That one, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Brian?
E.T.
Yep.
E.T.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm the same way. ET phone home, so gotta be
ET phone the
ET.
third round.
Yeah, phone it right to the third round. Phone it in, and he still wins. Yep. We got Three Amigos versus Back to the Future 2. All right, and it's Brian first.
Back to the Future
Yeah.
Part 2.
Yeah, Jacob.
2 comes before 3 because it's the better movie. I think. I don't know. I haven't seen Three Amigos. Back to the Future.
No, you're right. It is the better. I've seen both, and like Three Amigos is fine, but it's no Back to the Future 2. So yeah, Chris.
I gotta go with. God, this is actually tough. But because the Back to the Future is represented on here, I will go with that one. Whatever is
Yeah.
against. And of course, I could be eating my
Three
words
Amigos?
later, but I gotta go with Three Amigos.
Yeah. Would you say that I have a plethora of pinatas?
Yes.
Some classic lines, yeah. Yeah, I always think about that every time I am faced in front of a pinata.
So Back to the Future 2 got more votes?
Yeah, it was 3 to 1.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 3 to
Very
1.
cool.
Yeah. Yep. So no matter what, if you vote for the other one, it's still Back to the Future. We have The Incredibles versus Jackass number 2. Jacob.
Yeah, me first. Incredibles.
Yeah, this one's tough because I'm a big Jackass fan, but man, like the Incredibles slaps. Like it's like one of my favorite animated movies ever made. Like I gotta go with Incredibles. Yeah. Chris?
God, I'm tempted to go for a spite vote because of what Malcolm said earlier. Like,
You
but I
could.
know that it won't actually go forward. I don't think we're going to get a tie here,
Yeah.
unless Brian wants to join me on a spite vote.
You never know.
You know what? Forget it. I'm going to go with Jackass 2.
Sure. Brian, what are you gonna go for?
I like Anarchy, so Jackass 2.
Yes.
Ooh. So we got a tie.
Mhm.
So, and I think I have the tiebreaker, right?
Jackass 2, buddy. Come
Oh
on.
man.
Come on.
Right.
Break the ceiling
No.
apart.
Chris has
Correct.
Well,
No. I forget who has the tiebreaker, but it's not. It hasn't gone all the way back up to you, Jordan.
So it should
You
be
had the
me
last
then.
one, I thought, because I thought you had the last one with Stuart Little too that you put through. So I think it's me next, right? Is that
Oh
it?
yeah, so I guess
You're right.
Am I wrong?
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
So it is all the way back. We only got 4 people.
It is, wow.
So
Yeah, that was
it
fast.
rounds fast. Yeah, it goes fast.
Please
So-
vote Jackass number 2.
Anarchy.
Well,
Anarchy.
for as much as I love Johnny Knoxville, like I am a huge Johnny Knoxville fan, and like Bam Margera and Wee Man, all those guys, but I got to go with Incredibles. It's just so good. Okay.
Dude, come
Where's
on. Way to shatter our plans to pieces.
And it's like the hottest animated character with the mom from Incredibles with that booty. Come on, got a booty for days, right?
Yes.
She do be thick.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Shooby dooby doo.
Yeah, right. Yep. We have Bohemian Rhapsody up against 5 Goes West, so we'll see.
And Jordan, you up first?
All right. Like these are both movies that I wanted to love more than I did, but I do really like them, so they kind of fall like pretty close. But you know what? I'll give some love to 5 Goes West. So, Chris.
I love both of these movies so much, but I gotta go with 5 Goes West.
Also, shout out to Sex69 Fun in the comments, putting the private photo here. I don't know what that means, but there's
Not
no
private
photo,
anymore.
So, yeah, it's now public. But
Meow.
Brian,
I'll go with Mercantile A before B's.
yeah, A before B. Yeah, there you go. Jacob.
And I would have went with Bohemian Rhapsody, but 5 Goes West is
Ooh.
moving on.
5 actually goes west. If that
5
that
goes to
direction
the
is
third
west.
round.
The championship.
It depends which way your monitor is
Facing?
positioned, if it's
Yeah.
west or not.
It's going
Yeah.
east for me, but
Yeah, it's going like north for me. I think it's kind of weird.
Let's
But,
go north now.
Yeah. But we have heavyweights going up against Saving Mr. Banks.
Ooh, all right, Chris.
A Disney
Um,
matchup.
I gotta go save Mr. Banks. Easy vote for me, guys.
Yeah. Brian?
I'll go with Save Mr. Banks on this one.
Yeah. Jacob?
And I will make it official and go Saving Mr. Banks.
Ooh, yeah. And yeah, for me, I think that Walt Disney hands down takes out Tony Perkis. So I'm gonna go Saving Mr.
Disney
Banks.
beats Disney.
Yep. Disney beats itself. Right? Just beats itself to death. We have 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, up against Hook.
Ooh.
So, who's first now? Was it Brian? Brian.
Rufio. Oh, Hook.
Oh yeah, forget about Rufio in that. Oh man,
Oh.
Dante Basco. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob.
I'm gonna go 3 billboards.
Yeah. Have you never seen it? There's an unofficial sequel to Hook. There was a short film that was made by Dante Basco, and he's in it. And like just like seeing what Rufio's up to now that he left Neverland and stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Did he die on the Hook?
Not the one I saw, but I think that there's multiple of them though. There's like multiple kind of like pseudo kind of spin-off things, but they're on YouTube. You can find them there. But yeah, but I think I got to go with 3 billboards. The movie just blew me away, and like in a way that like I totally didn't expect. Like I waited about a year after it was released to even see it, because I was kind of like I don't know, like about this Frances McDormand like starring in a movie, but it was awesome. So I should have known after I saw Fargo. She was great in that. So, but Chris,
Hook.
ooh,
And there's a tie.
So,
Back
It
to
goes back down to Chris.
Hook.
Hook.
Rufio.
Yeah, Rufio. Yep.
I think
Right.
There's a band that's pretty underrated that's actually called Rufio, and they have that at the beginning of like one of their biggest songs, which is cool. They're a punk rock band, but we got Forrest Gump up against Fast Five. So
Jacob.
All right. It's me first, and I'm gonna go with Forrest Gump.
yeah, I think here got to give it to Forrest Gump. So Chris,
Forrest Gump.
yeah, Brian.
My vote would matter. We're going for Fast 5.
Yeah. Well, Fast Five is fun, but Forrest Gump, I guess it's
Run,
more
Forrest,
popular
run
movie.
to the Sweet 16.
The championship.
Yeah. I love you, Jenny. Yeah.
It's up in Vietnam.
All right. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Halfway.
We got. We're halfway there. We got the first half that'll make it. All the ones that just made it on that side. So we'll see. We got Big Daddy versus School of Rock, which is kind of like a good comedy matchup. So it's me first, right? Oh
Mhm.
man. Like both these are so good, but like I don't know, like I probably gotta give the edge of the School of Rock, just because like I had an amazing theater experience when I went to go see it. I went on this date with this girl, and like we were just like dying laughing like the whole entire time, and it made the date better. We just had a better time. So I'll go School of Rock. So, Chris.
I'll go Big Daddy.
Mm-hmm. All right, Brian.
Big Day, and I'm getting off now. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, you got to get off. All right. Well, we'll decide your favorite movie for you if you have to go.
Thank you, buddy.
So,
Have a good night,
yeah. When mom calls, you gotta run, I guess. But Jacob.
Well, this is awkward because I'm going School of Rock, and Brian would have had the tiebreaker vote.
Did he even vote? I don't know if he
He
voted.
voted for Big Daddy. So should we give it to
Oh,
Big
yeah.
Daddy? That's what he voted for?
Yes.
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. We'll throw him a bone. We'll throw you a bone, Brian. If you're able to watch, maybe you can watch.
So you that yeah.
Or if you want to put like your votes in the chat, maybe if you're able to do that. But because it is your favorite movie episodes, if you're able to do it, then do it, and I'll still count it. But we got the Joker versus Dodgeball, and it's back to Chris, right?
Yep.
So I love Joker. It's such a good movie, but you know what? God, this is tough because like I feel like both of these try to show up a lot on these episodes. Both of them are so good. But you know what? Actually, I'm gonna go with Joker, the movie. No, crap. You know, I'm gonna go with Dodgeball because I've seen it more times than that. So yeah, Dodgeball.
It's not
That was
easy.
hard.
Yeah,
Nope.
it's tough. Well, Jacob.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Dodgeball as well.
Yeah. Well, man, if Dodgeball was going up against anything else, like I'd probably would vote for, but it has to go up against the freaking Joker, and to me, the Joker is a near masterpiece. Like it's literally that good. So I'll vote for Joker, but despite that, it'll be Dodgeball. Moving on. So yeah. So up next we have Beetlejuice going up against Beavis and Butthead Do America. Ooh. Jacob, you're first.
Yeah, me first, and I'm gonna go with Beetlejuice.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Beavis and Butthead. Like I just have so much fun with those characters.
I'm gonna go with Beavis and Butthead.
Ooh, so it'll be Beavis and Butthead.
You guys
We'll be in the
are
championship.
Beavis and Butthead.
Interesting.
yes, yes,
You're
I
a
am.
butthead. Yeah.
Fart knocker.
Fire. We have Wallace and
Ooh.
Gromit, The Curse of the Were Rabbit, up against Grandma's Boy. And it's me
Is that
first.
interesting matchup?
Yeah, I think for certain movies when I can't make up my mind, I just got to think of what would I watch if you put these two in front of me. I got to use that logic from time to time, and I got to go with Wallace and Gromit. I think on this one. So
Wow.
Chris.
Wallace and Gromit. I did not expect that vote to go there, Jordan.
Yeah, like Grandma's Boy is
Hearing how
good,
kind of
but
down on
it's
this
not
you were, but dude, yeah, Wallace and Gromit.
not one I'm gonna like die
Right.
in a hill for. Yeah,
Right.
but Jacob.
Yeah, I would went with Wallace and Gromit as well.
Yeah. So it'll be Wallace and Gromit. Nice. We have Captain America: Civil War going up against the Addams Family. All right. So Chris, you're up for.
I'm gonna go with Captain America: Civil War.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, Civil War.
Yeah. And I'm gonna go with Civil War. Yeah. Trying to see if we can get any quick pinch hitters. If I can't get someone quick, we'll just finish it up. But so yeah. Oh yeah, I moved. Okay, try and move it. We got a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood against Homeward Bound 2. It'd be kind of interesting if one of these makes it. But Jacob, you're up first.
Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah. I gotta go with Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Yeah.
I gotta go with Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah. All right, it'll be a Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. All right. Let's see. We still have a Goofy movie up against Back to the Future. So, and it's me first this time. Yeah, this one's easy. Like, the Goofy movie's fun, but like I don't like have it really like love for it. I just think it's okay, but I have love for Back to the Future. So Back to the Future. Chris.
So I don't really have to eat my words, but God, I love the Goofy movie so much. Lean Tower Cheesa, but I gotta go Back to the Future.
Yeah. Sounds good. Well, Jacob.
Yeah, I wrote Back to the Future down before the votes even started because I kind of figured that's where it was going.
Yeah.
Did you?
Yep. Write it down. Yep.
Yep.
All right. Well, but which one would you have voted for, though? Would it be
Back to the Future. It's in my top 10.
Okay. Yeah. Sounds good. It's in my top 10 too. So, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids up against Stuart Little 2. All right. Chris, you're up.
I gotta go with Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
Yeah. Jacob.
I will go with the same.
Yeah. And I will also go with the same. Yeah. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids.
All right, that's not
I
a.
don't think I have any desire to really ever see Stuart Little 2. That's just me.
That is a fun Sweet 16 we got
It
here.
was. Yes.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting. We got 2 championship matches going into the first of December because Jordan Owens topped or his part 2 will happen tomorrow night, and we're gonna do the same thing, kind of almost do like not a back-to-back, but like a week-to-week thing. It'll be like 2 weeks in a row for their championship. So in December, but all right. So we have the Sweet 16. So we're not going to do any polls for this one because we're going to do the poll for the championship. When we do these 3-part series, we just wait till the championship. But this will just kind of be to see who some of the favorites might be in the championship. So we got Harold Kumar versus E.T. And also, whichever one wins, I'm going to send it to Brian and make him watch it. So
He has to watch it.
Yeah.
Yep, you have to. Yep. That's the rule.
Fired.
But yep. Or you can't come back. And we can come back after you've watched it. We'll say that. But I believe Jacob, you're first here. So
E.T.
Yeah, this one's tough. Because man, E.T. is like such a classic, but yeah, I think I gotta go E.T. here. Chris?
I gotta go with TT.
Yeah. E.T.
That could be.
Like it took a lot for me. Yeah. When I went to Universal Studios, it took a lot for me not to get an ET stuffed animal. I really wanted the
Yeah,
behind me.
they're
or something. That
cute
would've
as
been
hell.
cool.
You should have got one.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I should have, but I went for some other stuff, some Halloween Horror Nights related stuff. So, but we have Back to the Future Part 2 up against The Incredibles, and it's me first. Yeah, this one's tough, but I have Back to the Future Part 2 in my top 5 of all time, so I got to go Back to the Future. Chris?
Only because I said earlier, I'm like a Back to the Future is better than a Back to the Future 2. So I gotta go with The Incredibles. Give it some love. It's a great movie.
Oh, sure, yeah. Jacob?
I will also go with The Incredibles.
Ooh, so yeah, that could maybe be an upset, but The Incredibles is a powerhouse. So I don't know if it's
in my top
maybe.
20. I love it.
Yeah, yeah. But we have American Tail, 5 Goes West up against Saving Mr. Banks. And it's Chris, yeah.
Yeah, it's me. So I love Saving Mr. Banks, but this is where it stays behind. 5 Goes West is incredible. I gotta go with that one.
Yeah. Jacob.
Yeah, they're both in the championship already, so I'll show 5 Goes West some love.
Ooh, yeah, like Mr. Banks just blew me away. Like I don't know, like I gotta vote for that one, but yeah, it'll be 5 though. So, but all these movies from here on out are going to be in the championship. So, let's see. We have Hook versus Forrest Gump. Ooh, all right. And it's me first. Yeah, I think here I got to go with Forrest Gump. Like, Forrest Gump used to be in my top 20 of all time, but it's since moved down over the years. Still like top 50 though for me. So I don't think Hook even cracks my 128. So it'd be Forrest Gump. Chris?
Rufio. Hook.
Yeah. Hook it is. Jacob?
Forrest Gump.
Yeah. Forrest Gump then. Moving on. All right. Life is like a box of chocolates. Let's see. We got Big Daddy.
Big Daddy
going against
versus
Dodgeball. Here we go. Oh, Yeah.
Daddy versus Dodgeball.
all right. And I think it's Jacob. It's gonna be.
You know, it's Chris.
It's
You
me.
went first last time,
Oh,
so
Chris. Okay.
I gotta go with Big Daddy.
Yeah.
and I'm gonna go with
Jacob?
Dodgeball.
Yeah, I think Dodgeball just kind of makes me laugh more. Like if I were to think like potentially both of these could have a sequel, and it's like which one would I rather see more of? It would be Dodgeball. So I'll go with the Dodgeball because Adam Sandler's only done like one sequel in his life, and it's been Grown Ups. Like for some reason.
No, he
I
did
don't
the
know why.
Hotel Transylvania.
Oh yeah, he did those. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, one live action sequel. I guess.
Yeah.
Say that. But the Beavis and Butthead Do America versus Wallace and Gromit. So we got an animation matchup, and you're first now.
Now it's me, and I'm gonna go with Wallace and Gromit.
Yeah, like for whatever reason, I just have so much fun with Beavis and Butthead, and any time that I get to convince people that they're not just two stupid idiots that just talk about like hot chicks and boners and all that stuff, and like they're like hilariously funny. And if you watch the movies, especially, there's some good writing, good storyline with all the humor that you know and love from the series, though. So yeah, especially the movies. I'm not going to tell anyone to like stop what you're doing and go watch the series, but I'll tell you that for the movies. So Beavis and Butthead. Chris?
So this is hard because like I love both of these, but yeah, man, I kind of go back to Beavis and Butthead as well. I'm gonna go with Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah,
And I think we need your
Beavis and
quote
Butthead.
on our T-shirt, okay?
Yeah, right.
Beavis and Butthead is not just about chicks and boners.
Yeah, it's not. It's not right. Gotta put that on there. I like to be like he said would, or like hey baby, wanna have some fun? Yeah, yeah. But we have Captain America: Civil War up against A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood. Two very different movies, bro.
They're the same movie we're talking about.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
because it's Mr. Rogers. Yeah, because in A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood, it's him versus that reporter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Steve Rogers is Fred Rogers' grandson. I don't know if you guys knew that or not.
Yeah.
Oh shoot, I forgot about that. Yeah. That changes everything then. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, they're connected. It's really a Marvel.
Yeah, just as long as as Tony Stark's
he's a superhero.
The grandson of the reporter, right? But yeah, I got to go with Civil War here. Like it's one of my favorites for Marvel. So, Chris.
This is tough. Actually, I'm gonna go with The Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah. All right. Jacob.
Civil War.
Ooh, Civil War. Yep. All right. Then we have Back to the Future up against Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. All right. And it's Chris first.
This is tough, but this is where Honey, I Shrunk the Kids get Stay Shrunk. I'm gonna go with Back to the Future.
Yeah. Yep. You think though that like it's like scientist versus like Rick Moranis versus Doc Brown?
It is.
But Jacob?
Back to the Future.
You know what? Like, I'm gonna give Honey I Shrunk the Kids some love. Like, even though like I have Back to the Future ranked way higher, we've already determined what's moving on. So I'll show Rick Moranis some love, but it'll be Back to the Future. So, and the right. So we're just down to a few. Winners of these will be in the final four. So, right, we got
Whoa.
E.T. versus The Incredibles. But the good thing about only having 3 people is we can fly through this thing. So we make good time, right? Yeah. So E.T. versus The Incredibles. And then Jacob, you're up first.
Yep. Now I'm gonna go with The Incredibles.
Yeah. Man, this is tough. I think well, this is literally like a coin flip for me because it's like nostalgia from my childhood versus like I was a little older when The Incredibles came out. I was still maybe like a teenager, but still give it to E.T., I think. Chris?
This is definitely tough for me, for nostalgia's sakes, but you know what? I'm gonna go with The Incredibles.
All right. Well, it'll be The Incredibles. All right. Moving on.
Yes.
Which both of them have great rides at their theme parks. Both of them do. Got an Incredicoaster at Disney, E.T. the ride at Universal.
I'm jealous you rode the Incredicoaster. Oh.
Well, actually, I haven't ever rode the Incredicoaster because I only went to Disneyland when I was like a kid in the 90s. But I've been to Disney World, which doesn't have an Incredicoaster.
I've ridden
So,
the ET one. That always kind of freaked me out because it felt very real.
Yeah, I rode the ET ride too. Yeah, like it does feel real because at the end it even says your name. You can submit a little thing. It'll be like goodbye, Jordan, and he says it in this like ET voice. Like it's pretty cool. But we have 5 Goes West versus Forrest Gump. And is it me or you, Jacob?
It's you.
Okay. I gotta go Forrest Gump. This one's pretty easy. Chris?
I'm gonna go with 5 Goes West.
Yeah. Jacob?
Yeah, why not? Let's go with 5-0.
5-0, yeah.
Why not?
Somewhere out there. We're gonna sing the song.
It's already in the championship, so this is just fun.
Yeah, right.
This were the championship. Maybe it might be a little different.
We think of which movie do we want to make Brian watch? They're all his favorite movies, so he probably wouldn't mind any of them. But
watch one of these is like 127.
Yeah, right. Well, it'll be Dodgeball versus Beavis and Butthead. And it's me first. Oh man, this one's tough. But I think Beavis and Butthead, they've had a great run. Like Dodgeball is just so good. And with Dodgeball, I also had a unique movie theater experience because my brother Trent, who's a very, very goody two shoes, like strict Mormon boy, like he went to go see it, and like we had no idea all the like sex jokes and innuendos and all this stuff. And we went with my older cousin who was about 10 years older than us, and like he came out like, oh Trent, I feel like I just defiled you or something, or I made you watch something like that's not for you, because like yeah, he felt a little weird after. It's funny, but yeah, Dodgeball. Chris?
Shut up, Fardocker.
Yeah. So you're going for Beavis and Butthead?
Hell yeah.
All right. Jacob?
You know, I don't think I voted for Beavis and Butthead all night.
No.
And it's not going to start now.
Oh, I was gonna say there's no time like the present to start.
Come on, Jacob. You secretly love it when you're drinking.
No, I do like it. It's gone against the movies I like more, unfortunately.
Yeah. But yeah, like I don't know if I'm gonna watch Parenthood after this or go watch the episodes of Beavis and Butthead I haven't seen yet. I don't know.
The episode be, but it's
But-
so good.
Yeah, but we have Captain America: Civil War versus Back to the Future.
Ooh,
This is a battle of two of my favorites.
isn't this
Yeah,
mine?
same. And also, like, imagine if we still had Michael J. Fox acting today. What if he was in a freaking Marvel movie? Come on.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
That'd be sick. Yeah. But yeah,
I think
who's up
it's-
first there? I think it's Chris, right?
I think it's me. Or what
Yeah.
is it, Jacob? Yeah, okay.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm actually going to
There you
go
go.
with Back to the Future. Civil
Mm.
War's only gone as far as it's going to go with me.
Yeah. Well, Jacob?
Yeah, one of these is in my top 10, and it's Back to the Future.
Yeah, I do have. Oh, where did I even put it? I have a DeLorean floating around here somewhere, but I don't know. I have a picture of it though. Here you go. There's that. It's a frame picture of it. Right
That's so cool.
there. So, that and also Austin sent me this little like old school lunchbox. That was cool. So
What? That is neat.
and it has the like space zombies from Pluto that like he like pretends to be in the first movie. So yeah, so I gotta go with Back to the Future. I have like probably equal amount of things in this room, but those were the first two things I saw from either property. So I'm going with Back to the Future. So be Back to the Future in the final four, and yeah, we have our final four. All right, it's either gonna be. We have an animation matchup on one side, and then like an action adventure / comedy that covers a bunch of genres with Back to the Future, and then a comedy in Dodgeball. So, so it'll be Incredibles versus Five Goes West, and Jacob, you're up first.
Yeah, you know what? I see a very improbable final matchup that can only happen on tournament fights, and it starts with Philo Goes West.
Ooh, yeah, I'm feeling a little chaotic all of a sudden, just like out of nowhere. So I think I gotta go with Five Goes West. Let's go.
Five goes
Chris?
west.
Yeah.
Five
Goes West right into the championship. All right, he just keeps on moving along. So we got Dodgeball versus Back to the Future, and it's me first. And you know what? Like I don't know why all of a sudden I'm feeling more chaotic. Like I have Back to the Future ranked way higher, but I'm gonna go Dodgeball just because it might give Five more of a fighting chance, maybe. Chris.
I'm gonna give dodgeball.
Yeah. Jacob.
And this was the improbable matchup I saw was Five versus Dodgeball.
No. Yep, that's it. Five
And
versus Dodgeball. Right?
to address this real quick, he had to bow out, so we are deciding for him. He left shortly into not shortly, but just about halfway through the second round.
Yeah, but we're gonna make him watch whichever one wins here, so he still has to do it before he can come back. Before I'll allow it.
Yes.
Your championship doesn't happen until you watch either Five or Dodgeball.
Yep.
So, but did you vote for Dodgeball, Jacob?
Yeah,
did you
I
officially vote for? Okay,
I
okay.
officially voted for
Sounds
Dodgeball.
good. Yeah, sounds good then. Yeah. Yeah, if I was able to not work a 9-to-5 job, I'd do these in the daytime where more people could maybe stay on longer. But I have to work for a living, so unfortunately, I think we all do. So so yeah, but we have Five Goes West versus Dodgeball. So it started out fairly normal and kind of devolved a little. So Chris, I think you're first then.
Insane matchup, but guys, Philo needs to keep going west. He needs to go on his grand adventure. We can't stop it now.
Can't.
And he'll dodge all those dodgeballs.
Yeah. Well, Jacob?
I don't know, Willie, because I'm gonna vote for dodgeball and leave it all
Ooh,
up
you
to
leave it on
Jordan.
me? Oh.
Jordan, please
So
let dodgeball stand. It's had a great run. Like, grab life by the ball and leave it behind.
yeah, right.
Then go with five.
Well,
Five.
well, I mean, Brian, if you end up tuning in, you can kind of see my fate. Well, your fate rests in my hands. So, and I just think that the one that's like criminally underseen and the one that many people talk about, I gotta go with Fievel. I think Fievel goes west all the way to the championship because I was feeling like I was running with my head for a while, and then all of a sudden I'm just like felt like chaos. So Fievel goes west. All
If
right,
you would
so
have told
we
me
have a champion for Brian.
if you would have told me Fievel Goes West would win a bracket before Back to the Future, I would have called you crazy. Because I don't think Back to the Future's won one yet, has it? It's gotten close, but
I don't think so.
I don't think it's actually won one.
No, I don't think so. I feel like no, I don't think so. Like but it's been in a fair amount of championships. So, but yeah, he said it was ranked lower on his list, which is fair. Yeah,
Well, maybe
so
after a
Fievel goes
rewatch,
west.
it'll be ranked higher.
Yeah. So go watch An American Tale. Fievel Goes West, which I think I wanted to look up the like cast for it just because we only have 3 people. We may have an extra second because I think it's like a pretty great voice cast if I remember right.
Hey, I just sent you guys I just sent Jordan a video clip from the show where we declared that Five Goes West became the winner, and I just took a picture of it. Well, I took a picture before this became chosen.
Oh,
So I
nice.
think those could be interesting clips for
nice.
our channel.
Oh yeah,
page.
yeah.
And that's before. Or I could post them on there.
Yeah, like you could post some clips on there, and then also eventually maybe for our 100th episode, I may even do a little montage that just shows all the winners, like the exact moment they get voted, like just in like a quick little maybe a minute or two, little
That could be
montage,
cool.
rapid fire. Yeah, but yeah. So the voice cast, no, surprisingly not. Like it's a lot of just voice actors back in the day when voice actors got their due. I think the only recognizable name I'm seeing so far is John Cleese. I'm recognizing that.
It's got James Stewart.
Oh yeah, James Stewart, and then also John Lovitz too. I guess is the voice in this thing. He played T.R. Chula. I have no idea who that is, but and James. Oh yeah, and Dom DeLuise too. Like he's in the movie. But yeah. But James Stewart, yeah, he played Wiley Burr. But it's been so long since I've seen this movie that I don't remember who the characters actually are. Wiley Burr. That's got to be the sheriff, maybe. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah. But anyways, yeah, I think that'll do it for us tonight. So that's fun. Yeah, even though we lost half of our people by the end, it just makes it go faster. So we're not here for 5 hours. So. Yeah,
and funny enough, Fievel Goes West was James Stewart's final role.
Wow!
Oh wow! Yeah.
I didn't realize that. Yeah, I want to see if you can stream it anywhere. Like it might be on Hulu or something. I don't know.
It's on Stars.
Oh, it's on Stars.
Oh, hey. Yeah. So Mike Schaefer just commented in a messenger to me. He said Jimmy Stewart, and he says it's on a stack voice cast. Only time Lovitz and Jimmy Stewart are mentioned in the same breath.
Yeah.
Probably those two together
true.
in a movie are insane. Yeah. Mike, thanks a lot for watching, and also Shannon as well. So they've both been watching the whole show as we've been doing it.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I appreciate
Shannon,
that.
his wife.
Oh, nice. Yeah. And then I know we had my friend April. I she usually tunes in for a good chunk of the show. So shout out to all you guys that have been tuning in for it. So
And a little
yeah.
segue, he asked how he could possibly do a episode with us.
Oh yeah, if he ever wants to jump on there, he's always got some like pretty hilarious commentary over in the chat. So yeah, just send me a DM and we'll talk about it. Or since I know Chris, I'll even reach out to you after the
Definitely.
show, Mike. So yeah, well, I'll send you a list of our upcoming schedule, and you can see if there's any topics that you like or any dates and times that work for you, and we'll figure something out because we're always looking for new people. Maybe for your first time, get you and Chris on an episode together. You know? So yeah, that'd be fun. So, but yeah, so that will do it for us tonight. So there's just nothing left to do but let's do some quick plugs and then we'll get out of here. So I'll start with Chris. Where can we find you?
So we can find me. Well, actually, do you want to throw up some of my stuff here? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see.
Sorry. Then I got something additional to plug on here. Surprise.
I know I have it somewhere in this umpteen like things of all the little banners. I think it's here.
You're good. Yep.
There you go.
So my Twitter is @writer_84. I have my Instagram cscott1128. I don't know why this is going kind of crazy here. Yeah, but check me out on there. And also, guys, I got the okay earlier, kind of off camera, so I'll probably maybe be posting this to the channel. But I've been started doing some Twitch gaming. So, I mean, I love, of course, Casablanca. It's my favorite movie. That's why I also go by Casablanca Kid on here, and I go by Casablanca Kid on Twitch.
Nice.
And I've been doing a replay of Dishonored. I've been playing a little bit of Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, which I'm kind of stuck on right now, but I'll probably go back and play some of that. I've been thinking about replaying some Red Dead Redemption 2.
Ooh,
I might do a replay of that one. But yeah, and I've been also playing some. Yeah, I'm playing a bunch of Dishonored, so a replay of that as well. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, guys. Kind of my goal is to get to Twitch affiliate, which also can help this channel as well, especially if I start posting that stuff on the channel, which I'll probably start doing or something. But yeah, guys. And I'm glad I could be on here. I'm glad I could stay for the whole thing because I feel like with my schedule, it doesn't usually work out that I can hang out with you guys for the whole show.
Yeah. Well, whenever we're able to go a little earlier, I think that definitely helps a lot of people. So whenever we can, like we're always flexible. Like there's nothing really set. I like to have like general set time, I guess you could say. So it's like for the most part, we usually film Tuesdays. So like every Tuesday, usually 9:00, and then either Friday or Sunday. But we're always flexible to our guests, and like we want to accommodate them, make sure everyone can do it. So we're always flexible. So that's why you want to subscribe to the channel and you want to hit the little bell notification so you can see when we go live, and just follow us on all of our socials, which I'll talk about in a minute.
And
after you guys give your plug.
Hey, if you really love our content, you want to maybe give us a little more love, because eventually we would like to be able to do some T-shirts for this thing.
Yeah,
create some fun mugs, maybe some other merch.
Yeah,
hit that subscribe button. And plus side to that is, become a Patreon supporter, and maybe want to do an episode about like your favorite date movies, or maybe something else that we haven't covered. And we'll have you on here. You can choose. You can be an honorary guest. But it definitely helps to support our channel for sure.
Yeah, and I see 4 people watching. So if all those 4 people could go hit the like button too, like
yes,
it's a simple thing. Like it's easy, just a finger click. So that it really helps us out too.
It's 3 now. One of those people did not like you asking that.
Oh, sad.
Shame on you.
Well, wherever that 4th person went, come back and and you hit the like button, then you can peace out.
Oh, hey,
But-
can I also pimp my Twitter too?
Sure, yeah.
So,
do whatever you want.
So in the future, working on a set of pirate TikTok. It's actually a long form series. It's kind of like we're doing kind of skits. Me and my best friend Travis. Right now we have a total of 6 scripts written that are in the can. It's
Ooh,
kind of
nice.
funny. It's kind of tongue in cheek. It's kind of has a serious moments. You know, you have this
cool.
captain and you have a scallywag, and how they kind of come together after they were originally part of the Royal Navy, and their ship was boarded by pirates, and they were given 2 options. One, either die, jump overboard, either that or join up, and they decided to join up. And then some
Nice.
things kind of went crazy from there. I'm not going to say anything else there, but should be a lot of fun, guys. And I just wasn't even say my. Ironically, it's also Casablanca Kid on there too. Casablanca Kid, 84. So
Yeah,
it's all
yeah, that-
lowercase. Yeah.
Yeah, that reminds me. It's similar. I can't remember the name. The name of the book you once gave me, Chris. But you gave me a book about pirates once. It was
Birds
all
of
about
Prey, I think
Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, Birds of Prey. Yeah, that's an amazing book.
That movie is.
So-
The book is amazing. Yes. By
so that-
wow. Oh, Wilbur Smith.
yeah, Wilbur Smith. Yeah,
It's one of my favorite books. Yeah.
that series sounds a little similar, but like not exactly the same, but like similar. It has some vibes of that, you know. So yeah, yeah,
Is it? Hold on.
definitely. Yeah, Birds of Prey. But yeah, anything else, Chris?
Nothing I can think of, guys.
All right.
Sorry, I wasn't trying to
No, you're
take
good.
all the time.
No, you're fine. Where can we find you, Jacob?
You can find me here. I'm here.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything going on right now. Just trying to catch up on some movies. My goal is 100 new movies for the year from 2022. So I'm trying to work up on that. I'm trying to catch up. I'm currently at 63, so I've rather bit of catch up to do before the end of the year. So,
yeah.
just watching some new movies. That's kind of what's taking up my time right now.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with that. And we have you locked down for a few episodes coming up.
I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow.
continue on here. Yeah, you'll be back tomorrow for Jordan Owens, 128 Part 2.
Yep.
So
So I could just
yeah.
vote against him every time.
yeah, right. You have some good spite votes tomorrow. Yeah, but yeah, and then for me, you can find us all over the social medias as always. So if you follow us, we'll give you all kinds of updates as to what we're up to, especially over in the Schmodown Friends and Family group on Facebook. That's probably where we post most of the updates. And then you can also find us at Movie Hero 2121 on Twitter and Instagram. And also, I'm in the works of starting up Snack Hero some more. Like I haven't been posting ads frequently, but I did post a little promo that's actually live on the channel now, where I had my whole entire spread. I laid out all the snacks that I have, gave you a quick little preview, and like literally, like it covered my whole entire countertop in my kitchen. And like, it's that many snacks that I have just waiting to be reviewed. So I hope I don't die. I hope I don't have a heart attack from this stuff. So I have to eat it very sparingly. I'm not going to eat like all of it at once. I'm going to like eat a little here and then share some and like give some away. Yeah, all that stuff. So yeah, but it'll be fun. So yeah, but go check out the promo though, like the fun little promo. Probably my next Snack Hero because I'm a little busy this weekend. Maybe Sunday or Monday, possibly. That's kind of what I'm looking at. I was gonna do on Saturday, but then I realized that I have work I got to do, and then I'm gonna be on Rankum. So, but speaking of Rankum, I tuned in to Rankum over on the Take 3 production channel with Malcolm Lake, because me and Brian Nussbaum will be ranking some of the best Will Ferrell movies. So that should be a fun time. And then also I'm in the process. I promise you, Chris, that I'm going to upload all the Chris reviews that you sent me.
And I've got
It's just been like a busy time, but I have almost like 30 of them.
I've got 3 more to do that I've watched recently. So
Oh,
I
cool.
need to do those 3 and send them to you.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
also,
Because I just watched the movie Beast
ooh,
last
nice.
night.
Is that the one with Idris Elba? That one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's
We'll
an
look forward to
intriguing
that.
film. I'll just say that
Yeah.
because
We'll
I
look forward
want
to
you to have your
that
own experience with it. Yeah.
review coming up. I just know that I showed the freaking trailer in front of every single movie. They're like,
And
like the
the
trailer over and over again. I'm like, oh,
and that Don McLean documentary
oh yeah, oh nice.
about the anniversary for the 50th anniversary
Oh yeah,
of
that's right. You made a little
the song
post
American
online about
Pie, which is my favorite song. Really powerful
nice.
documentary on Paramount Plus. So I'll be
Well,
talking
cool.
about
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
I'll have to check that one out too. Yeah, and then I'll give you a little preview of some things we have coming up for the tournament fights and tier ranker. Let's see. So I already mentioned Jordan Owens tomorrow. Then we'll be doing our big best movies of 2028 series. Which when I do these, I decided that I'm just going to knock them out quick every time. It's only going to be once a month where I got to do 3 shows in a row. So we're doing it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, all at the same time at 9 p.m. The championship may go a little later. We may go 10 p.m. because we're gonna have Chance Ellison on for that, and he just gets off work a little later on that one. But for the Monday show, we have a stacked cast because we're gonna have Chance on because he agreed to do all 3 except for I forgot he has his own show to do Tuesday, so he's not able to do Tuesday. He forgot about his own show that he does, so he'll be on for 2 of them, and then we're gonna have Paul Preston on and also Moose Haas on. So we got 3 Schmodown alumni for that episode that become kind of friends of the show. So that'll be fun to talk about best movies of 2018. So that's what I'll be doing with any free time that I have. I'll be watching movies from 2018 that I haven't seen, which I just finished one. I watched the movie Upgrade. That movie was like really, really good.
So good.
Yeah, I'll be talking about that. And then I still have to finish what's the World War II movie about zombies? Like that one?
Overlord?
Yeah, Overlord. So
that movie's damn good. Oh.
I watched about 15 minutes of it. So
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to say anything else.
So, yeah.
Oh, you haven't even
No, it's
started.
fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
No.
I even started.
Yeah, right. No, like like right now they're just kind of like just getting into the war stuff now.
Mm-hmm.
So, but and then some other episodes that we have. So we'll be doing those 3. Then we have our franchise championship, which already did part 1 and part 2, which are any movie franchise that have at least 3 in the series. So we still have to do the championship for that one. We also have our we have Richie, who was on earlier. We'll be doing his 128 part 1. We'll be doing for Thanksgiving. We'll be doing movies with awkward family scenes. So like any like movies around the dinner table, or like when they have to bring like the boyfriend and the girlfriend home to meet the parents, all that stuff. So and then we also have both Richie's and Jordan Owens 128 part 2 coming up. We'll be doing those fairly quickly. Then we also have another friend of the show, Ross Bristow. He's got his top 64 because you got to do a 64 first, then you get to do a 128. Roughly about a year later. Just give it some.
I'm trying to think if we did my top 64.
We did your top 64, but I don't think we did the 128 yet. So if you want to,
I don't think we did. Yeah.
No. So like whenever you can come with 128 favorite movies, just send it to me, and we'll
do. So they don't have to obviously be in any particular order, right?
They don't really have to. I mean, they can be, but they don't have to.
Cool. Well, I'll definitely work on that for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And then when you do your 128, you can do your 256.
Yeah, right. You can work on that. You can keep doubling it, right? No,
that's a 5-part series.
Yeah, I think 256 gets a little ridiculous at that point, but yeah. But
5,000 movies.
You're gonna do like one show a month for you for 6 months straight. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, but and then we also have best Christmas characters, which I'm I may be in talks with Alonso Duralde to maybe join us, Mr. Christmas again. We'll see. He hasn't confirmed it, but yeah.
Oh,
so,
I want to be on that. I love Christmas so much.
Yeah, for sure.
So
So yeah, we'll definitely try to get you on for that one, and yeah. Oh, and then one bonus one. We have a three-way tournament fight to battles. It's going to be Spielberg versus Scorsese versus Tarantino movies. So we're going to take all of Tarantino's movies, and then we're going to try to split up Spielberg and Scorsese equally with all the slots that you have left after that. So yeah, that's kind of what you can look forward to. And then also, we also have a Patreon, so there's a lot to plug. But if you go to patreon.com/moviehero, it really helps out the channel a lot. It really helps to support us, and I put all the money that we get from the Patreon right back into the channel. So it just goes to upgrade equipment. It goes to so we can do more travel vlogs, just more cool and unique types of shows to get certain guests that maybe we're not able to get. So yeah, so they'll go into all of that stuff. And when you sign up, we do all kinds of giveaways. There's guaranteed spots on episodes on an ongoing basis. We're going to be giving away some of my original one sheet movie posters. I got about 50 or 60 that are just sitting around collecting dust that need a home. So I'm going to be giving those away. We're giving away some movie box sets that me and Austin have. So there's some fun stuff. So yeah, just movie here or patreon.com/moviehero. So, but anyways, yeah, that'll do it. So that was a fun time. So Brian, if you're one of the ones tuning in, then you know what movie you need to watch. Five Goes West, and if not, I'll just message you just to make sure. So, but anyways, yeah, that was fun. So for Chris, for Jacob, for Malcolm, for Richie, and for the man of the hour, Brian, we will see you guys next time. Oh, and I've been Jordan the Movie Hero Anderson. I don't want to forget myself. We'll see you next time.